Okay, so quick recap. Thorneblade gets confronted by Murrel about her abandonment. She steps outside. It looks like a plague of zombies are going to rush in, but Odo purges them with Turn Undead. Then through the night, risking it all, you guys make a very short track, just about an hour, up the hill to the northern west side, and reach the manor house, avoiding most of the trouble. I rolled a d6 and I got a 1, so I was like, well, no encounter for them. And you made it. You catch up with Esmeralda. You catch up with, God damn it, Elmina, and they're resting. And you settled up with Vasily. You catch up with them, and you reach out and you realize actually this horde is marching in an unnatural phenomenon towards the west. And you quickly figure out as a party that it's probably either Kresk or Yesterhill itself. And so you stumble your way there, and jumping back towards John, you trying to rally some troops. You rest with Dimitri the Baron, and you all settle down. You escort the people when you arrive in Kresk far away as possible, and Vladimir defends them in the local Bellevue manor house. And then you have that gigantic confrontation where you get into a fight with Baba Lasaga. You try to provoke her, but realizing that the full moon is in a few hours, she's not really moved. She does care little for your insults. Until Thorneblade decides to shoot the baby napkin of Strahd to her, provoking her motherly instincts. And that does trigger her. She rushes in with her legions. You have a close encounter. Odo murders multiple monstrosities with his these aura specters. I don't remember the exact spell right now, but the guardian angels that circle you in a 20-foot radius. John has a fight with the hag as well. She zaps him a few times. Your companions go down, and the Fane gets brought back into existence with a diamond from Elminor, and she usually helps you out with some of the vampires that rush in afterwards. And surprisingly, towards the end of the fight, Ludmilla appears, not very interested in the party per se, makes her way to the hag, angry, furious, spittle coming out of her mouth. She declares she will not go back to her husband empty-handed because some stupid paladin had ruined her plans at Yesterhill, and so she takes the heart of the hag as compensation, and reminds her if she fails her now, she'll be in the crypts below. And Baba Yaga seems to be moved by this and tries to fight back, but she sadly does not succeed. She needs a round to transform, and before she can, you finish her off very quickly. And so, you win your battle, you loot her, and we return to that scene where we left off, with Baba Yaga kind of laying down and the storm rising above you. So, my sincerest apologies. Okay. Odo, John, Murrel, Esmeralda, Elminor, as well as Thorneblade coming down from the southern half. Howling winds pierce your ears as night seems to be approaching. The red lightning still strikes above you once in a while, kind of thunder in the air, and the light drizzle is coming down into this courtyard. Quickly, the grass turns to mud, and you see Baba Yaga's body that tried to transform into this monstrosity start to disintegrate in front of you. Without her heart, she lost her ability to regenerate. You, Odo, and Murrel kind of stand back to back, brother and sister. As John, you stand in the doorway of the church as you watch Ludmilla kind of walk in, transform into this bat,
Yeah.
and then crash through the window, flying out eastward towards Castle Ravenloft. In that moment, you loot the body, Elminor, for the few things that she had. Surprisingly few baubles on person, but you assumed more back in her base of operations. But right now, Odo and the rest of the party, as you kind of look to the skies above, and it's already turning into a dark graphite gray, maybe soon black. Odo, you especially, I would say, because you've been following the days in that shack when you were abducted and stripped naked of your belongings, you realize a full moon is upon you. The sky is not turning into the dastardly black that it usually does. There is a pink rouge in the air, and that means, of course, the full moon is going to be here. What does the party desire to do, if anything? You have a safe haven. You're inside the courtyard of the monastery. You have a roof above your heads, but you're not bound to this place. You also have the outer walls of Kresk. Like I said, most of the shambling corpses have dispersed themselves back into the countryside or have collapsed in the grounds, and the doors have been ignited almost in a furious divine glory, if you like, embezzled in the flame. The only things that still remain and kind of scout you in the 100 feet to 200 feet radius once in a while in the high sky above is the bog witches, but they do not approach you since their mother has been killed.
Fuck. Hello. About you guys, but I need a rest.
Yeah, I could do the rest as well. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. I'm going to make a safe assumption you're all going to rest in the monastery.
That's something the rest of you need. Yep.
Okay. Right.
Oh, wait, no. I'm gonna go into the crypts of the monastery before anything.
The monastery itself doesn't have a crypt. It has the gardens.
Okay. Okay, that's fine then. If there's no crypt or anything beneath the monastery.
None.
Wherever she went, she's gone.
Oh yeah, you missed that recap. So sorry. Yeah, John watched her transform into a bat and fly out, shattering the windows. She flew eastward.
Right. Everyone come here. And I'll spend 10 minutes ritual casting thing. Tiny hut.
Okay. Yeah. Unless anyone else wants to do anything, feel free to roll for a long rest, gentlemen, and recover your resources. I will roll a very quick d6. Okay. Yeah, just feel free to recover your resources. I'll give you a minute or so. You're in a safe location, sanctified land, and you have protection of the chestnut that Elminor has summoned around you. Okay.
Long rest completed.
Okay. Right. As you joust off, like I mentioned, a storm continues through the night. And you all, for those who... You said they can't see, but you can see outside, right? Of your little safe.
Yeah, we can see out, but they can't see in.
You can see through the outside of this protective dome that Elminor has created around you, from past the battlements. There is, of course, the bloody sky. No sunlight or moon ever really touches Barovia because you're in a Shadowfell. But as the sky turns this ruby, bloody red, there is echoes of some screams of pain and suffering across the street. Some people crying for help, but that continues through the night. It's quite a commonplace to Barovia, unhelpful in some ways. The storm does protrude and continue, almost a peckering of rain, like a woodpecker coming down, but as the loft has remained intact and hasn't been damaged, you are safe with the elements. Interestingly enough, it seems no one came to you during the night. I got a 6. The Abbey, maybe because of the Baba Yaga herself's corpse, or maybe the fact that she brought the entire legions that she could muster. As they fell, the numbers have thinned to the level that there was no too major issue. The commonly expected sight of werewolves, vampires, and other monstrosities haunting people through the night were not present. In fact, you haven't even heard too much clashing of the sword outside of the few occasional through the night cutting down and cries of pain of what maybe have been a wolf or a gigantic beast. But as the early dawn rises, you once again are brought back to Kresk. The rain is replaced with its typical cries and songs of its birds. There's the commonly peppered light snow carpet that covers the mountain range here. And overall, the thaw has given way, despite the fact that you are now heading towards March in a few weeks' time. The place itself remains almost frozen in time. You watch the villagers make their way back from the battlements here towards the settlement of Kresk, and behind them you can see the dispersal of a giant 8-foot-tall man as he heads towards the northern east half of the graveyards.
Holy hells. Thank the gods. And I'll start making my way down there. Stupid witch. Oh, nearly lost. By the way, what happened to the thing? The Weaver?
She, after the battle finished and you went back into the church, she would not enter and instead made her way down towards the village.
Anyone else?
I don't know. Odo, would you like to do anything?
So what was that?
Would you like to do anything? Elmina is just heading down to the village with some of your companions.
No, I'd like to get out of there as well. There's nothing. We finished our task here.
Okay. Right. You all trudge down the slope here. That's turned into almost.
I'm staying here.
Oh, you're staying. You're fair. As you all depart, Elmina, Odo, you do find John hasn't really moved past the doorway. He is kind of shaken. But the rest of you who do wish to continue, the path, like I mentioned, has kind of almost slid down like a landslide has given place from the heavy showers, and some parts of the road have disintegrated. But overall, the muddy path still leads through the sludge towards the rest of the hamlet.
So put down.
Well, we need to make sure everyone's okay. Decide what to do.
From the looks of it, the village doesn't look that bad.
Survive the worst of it because of us.
But I agree. Let's make sure everything's in order first before we decide to leave.
At the bottom, Thorneblade, Odo, and Elmina with Murrel. The village itself, outside of a few busted down doors and windows, hasn't been in any way scorched or damaged. Almost like a anthill, however, there is a glittering black mass of undead corpses who have now gone back to rest. Obviously, with Baba Yaga's felling, they cannot maintain full structure. Some of them are even so disintegrated they are skeletons. But at the heart of it all, pardon me, at the heart of it, some of the villagers who have returned have already started picking them up and are dragging them or carrying them towards the massive graveyard just beyond the wall. For the actual hamlet itself, some of the villagers are kind of like, you can hear spittle, although, as they complain of like, oh yeah, but do you know how much work that door was? But there's not a per se terror or fear in their voice, but there is just a frustration of, work undone, they'll need to rebuild. It seems that they will have to regather some of their supplies. They are surprised, definitely. Some of them are like, you can overhear the voices because of your high passive perception. Why would they attack our little hamlet anyway? We have nothing. But there's also some juvenile. Some people are like, we survived. Could you believe it? We survived. Mixed emotions in the end. But overall, there's some duality. For the three of you, where would you like to head, if anywhere specific? Your microphone. Yeah. Vladmir, fair. Oda?
Don't really have a specific place to go. I'll just tag along.
Okay. Right. The three of you march towards the Bellevue Manor, and you find Vladmir in his full plate, surrounded by corpses, as well as random monstrosities, and his specters kind of standing around him, almost like a legion. I would say a score of them. There's, they stretch about 10 man a chest to either side of him, and he kind of walks around once in a while, poking and trying to decapitate some of the bodies. But as he sees you, kind of marches over, kind of removes his helmet, and his grey, white hair kind of flows back, and you see the same like pale blue moon sky skin, freckled kind of face, all of you. You survived. This is good. Excellent. I assume the hand is gone.
She is, though it was a bit touch and go here and there.
We had a bit of trouble, I will admit. I assume we acted as a slight diversion. Maybe 100 or so undead marched on our little manor. But I told the people very clearly to blockade every entryway they could, and I think they survived most of it. I didn't notice anyone getting in, that is. I surrounded the entire manor with my specters.
That's good.
That and my presence alone dissuaded any stupid monsters who actually had any inclines of basic survival instincts. But a promise is a promise. You have earned my trust, and so I shall be heading back to Argpost. Down below in the crypts you shall find me, all by my throne. I offer you my greatest gift I can give you from that of Sergei that he once gave to me.
Yes, our deal. You almost forgot about that.
Well, I did say, as long as you could prove yourselves, and I did task you with a mission I personally felt was not say impossible, but deadly, and you have pulled through. It's the least I can offer you.
Yeah. The witch really enjoys her lightning bolts.
I did say she's a crack shot, quite literally. Lightning cracks out of her fingertips.
Was someone else there? Someone arguably more powerful.
I did see.
Or definitely more powerful.
I did sense them.
The witch seemed scared.
I tried to warn you that a great evil was flying rapidly towards us before you went up.
Yeah.
Hope it wasn't too much problem.
wasn't there to fight us. It was there to take the witch's heart and return to her master. Whatever the hell she said.
One of the brides, maybe.
I do not know. She mentioned beloved, master, son.
Lost in.
She had dreadlocks, hair, and pale skin, but clearly it was once darker.
I fear I do not know this person. But to a master and the beloved, I assume one of the charmed many citizens of this cursed valley. I wish you good fortune. Are we gonna depart soon? In a few hours? Or do you wish to rest?
It's good for you to depart if you wish. I need to figure out where the Weaver's gone.
If I had to make an adventure, she is probably heading back to her fane. That is where she is strongest. And there's much corruption she needs to get rid of.
Likely, yeah. I have to make my way towards her. I need something from her.
Well then, Argenvoss is on the way. I expect to see everyone there. Odo, you fought well, I've been told.
Thank you. It was quite a struggle to maintain my concentration in these battles.
Well,
But nothing I can handle.
then I have a gift for you. Meet me at Argenvoss, like I said. It is preferable you wield the blade. I offer. It is preferable.
Unfortunately, he lacks an arm to wield a blade with. And look at him.
Don't know what it's all about.
And
His balance is sort of off.
Don't know what it's all about.
so, Elmer, in that moment, something surprises you. The usually missing left hand is there. It's back where his shield is supposed to be. I do not see a missing hand. Elminor? Is this
Arcane sight.
you look dead on his eye and it's organic. There's no magic there. It's not an illusion.
Curious. My bad. When we first met, he was lacking an arm. He has seemingly miraculously regrown one.
Miraculously. And you watch Vladimir start to sniff the air. I do not smell evil, so I don't think he struck a deal. But, Odo, you were missing your fingers.
Ever since I was taken by the hag, yes.
Just a dump.
And now an entire new hand just appears. Curious.
My theory is that now that the hag is dead,
This is extremely curious. Fair enough.
Do I know anything about that? Whether hags dying returns missing limbs?
I would allow a Arcana or a general intelligence check. You're not a monster hunter per se.
Not a monster hunter, but I am a wizard who specializes in this stuff.
With a 26, that does crack 25, which is my upper echelon, because I had a 15, 20, and a 25. On a 25, because they're such a powerful fake creature, they have the ability to curse somebody. And such things like Greater Restoration or Rejuvenation would not work as long as the hag lives. And of course, you already know Odo is quite a powerful cleric. So now that the curse is lifted, potentially he's been able to, well, regenerate his hand. Or maybe even wish it upon himself. Then again, you can't even tell if it's his hand. He is wearing gloves. It could have been, some random stranger. He picked up a hand and just attached it.
Curious. Very well. First, I fear we need to head to the winery, though, before any of that.
Well, that is where our paths will depart. I have a solid day's walk back to Berez. But if you are heading to the winery, send my regards to the Martikovs and let them know that they need not pester me any longer. The witch is gone.
Let them know. This one is related to them, I believe.
Is he now? Odo, you never told me. What's your full name?
Didn't know it should have been common knowledge. Didn't think, it was necessary.
I've been around for a few hundred years. That does not mean I leave my keep every single time.
Been sure.
Ah, a Decave. Fantastic. A sub-branch. You're a cousin. I understand. And it almost looks like he winks at you. Very good. Very good. And then almost like using a walking stick, he uses his long sword to start making his path with a staff towards Argynvost. I will catch you by the next moon, I hope. I have a gift for you.
Well, we'll see you then.
Right. John, are you still here with me?
You don't want him.
I don't want him.
He's washing his hands.
Oh, okay. No worries. Just want to check. Right. For the rest of you, Murrell, Odo, Elminar, and Thorneblade, do you wish to do anything? You could potentially do a bit of basic shopping. You could check your map, plan as a group. You don't have to. You're not under any time pressure right now. You have actually gotten rid of the two major time pressures. The gigantic maelstrom in Yesterhill is destroyed, and of course the hag that was hunting you is dead. So if there is a moment to recuperate yourself or plan, this will be your moment. If you like, I can throw up the map. No, everyone feel. Oh, okay. Well,
Come back.
yeah, of course. I want to remind you, this is a good time to plan. You've gotten rid of most of the time pressures upon you.
I'll just speak for a bit. Did I miss the conversation and made Elminar the wizard actually just lead the conversation again?
Yeah, basically all I did. He and Odo led the conversation. As to what happened, Vladmir just basically offered Odo a prize to the whole party, but he'd probably be the best person to wield it. And then I just reminded as a DM that, of course, because the two major time pressures are gone and the pace has slowed down again, you can do whatever you fancy. You can plan, you can recuperate, you can go fishing if you like.
There's something I'm gonna do.
Go.
I actually would like to go to the site of the maelstrom.
That would be just south of the Wizard of Wines. Okay. Fair.
Where again?
He wants to go to Yesterhill, where Reinhardt died.
Oh. Ah.
I'm gonna.
Oh. I think Did I cut out? Yes, I did cut out. Sorry. Yes, you were saying, Shia?
I'll walk back to the monastery. I wanted to
You
talk
mean
to
this?
John.
Hello.
That is Argynvost, T. The only reason I put that as not completed is because the dragon has not been returned to his resting place.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then, so Odo would like to go to Yesterhill. Elminar mentioned he would like to head towards the Wizard of Wines. And Thorneblade, do you have any personal desires where you would like to go or wish to do?
I'll think about that in a minute. But I will say that I will take my arrows back.
Yeah.
If they're not splintered.
I would I would only say roll me a d4 and remove that. And I'll say those arrows got splintered. Because you only shot a few. Yeah, so only 3 were not recoverable. Everything else is recoverable. I believe you shot up to 11 to 15 something times. Just take away 3. As to... because you already said you're heading back to the monastery, Elminor. I'm going to slightly jump back towards John. Just for a second.
Hello.
Hello. John, you kind of sit there, still shaken by the things you have witnessed. As you think this is what mortals call high stress. Your paws are slightly shaken. And you're almost, not like a baby per se, but like a young child, kind of leaning back and forward, trying to form your fists and get a grip of yourself. And the party seems to descend and leave the monastery grounds. Everyone but Esmeralda, who finishes her prayer, lights a candle, makes her way towards the doorway, and kind of looks towards you. Kneels kind of just opposite you. And Chico, you okay?
Does it say anything about me being able to talk or not talk?
No, you're just shaking. It dropped your movement to 0, but nothing about you can't talk.
Oh, his stress thing. Isn't he comatose?
Yeah, he's like in a not outright paralysis, but his body's shaking violently and he's trying to process things. John, you look distressed. Chico, you okay?
I don't know.
You don't know. You want me to carry you?
I think I'll stay here for a while. It's nice here.
Nice is true. I just lit a little candle in Binte. It was relaxing to me. Had a quick prayer to the dawn, Father, and tried to forget about it all. Holy shit, we came so close to death yesterday, John. You and me. That lightning, she kind of like still reaches for her ribs. I think I might be scarred for life. Whew. And then Odo brought me back from the dead. Him and his sister. Whew. Come. She like tries to put a hand on your shoulder. Come on, John. I know it's nice, but we have to move. You can rest on the way.
I'm gonna stay here for a while longer.
Don't know if we have the time to spare, John. I'm gonna roll an insight check with a +4. That's a 7. That's terrible. That's terrible. Esmeralda looks at you. That is what you want. Unfortunately. Here. At least eat something, eh? And she leaves a ration in front of you, wrapped up something in a little bundle. Stands up and
I'll nod
says,
my head.
You'll do what, sorry?
I'll nod my head.
Oh, yeah. She stands up, sheaves her short swords, sorry, her sabers, and starts making her way out into the courtyard. Elminor, as you enter the beautiful gardens, you find Esmeralda walking past you. Morn, John's just inside if you're looking for him. El Pinte. I'm gonna catch up with everyone downstairs. You sleep well?
Well as I could.
Yeah, I know what you mean. A lot of screaming and some dead people, but we're alive, and that is more than many would say. Have you seen Thorneblade?
I believe he's also down there.
He's downstairs.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll catch up with him. I also need to talk to Odo, but Thornblade's priority #1. Okay. returning to you then, Elminor. You enter the monastery, and there is a small bundle of people, maybe 4 to 6 of them. And there's some candles being relit, people resting. You recognize the abbot. You don't know her name, but you see her kind of cleaning up the glass, which has been smashed just above one of the windows. And you find John in the doorway still. There's like a fresh piece of ration by his feet, but he's kind of just slightly shaken.
Hey, you doing alright? I wanted to check in on you. I know that fight kind of went sideways from down here.
I'm just gonna look at him and then I'll look back down.
Right. You're just gonna sit down on a pew next to him and just say, Almanac.
You're gonna sit down
Anne! Büyük tabak getirme dedim. Sen bütün şeyi mi getirdin? Oh! Anyways.
I love, oh no, and that was hilarious because you're like, I sit down next to him and I just say, and then you popped off in Turkish.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, John, don't you feel motivated? Don't know what you said, but.
Listen.
Oh.
Well, on the bright side, now that the witch is dead, we can actually focus on some other things. Have some time for ourselves, finally, in this godforsaken land.
I agree.
By the way, never really got to speak about that symbol of yours. That icon you carry.
It's not important right now. Did you hear me?
Yes, it's not important right now.
Is it not of importance to who you are?
No. I don't know who I am.
Well, that's a bit existential. Not gonna have an identity crisis on us, are you?
I don't feel fear or stress or worry for my life. I've been in countless combat, so why now?
Are you saying you're starting to feel those things?
I don't know, but it's weird.
I suppose I'm
Very.
asking someone who has never seen a dog how to draw one.
It's very, very weird.
I understand.
I've seen those spells before as well.
Feels different being on the other end.
And lightning, small bolts of lightning are gonna crackle around Elmina's fingers. Yeah, lightning bolt. Powerful but basic spell. Consistent. Terrible to be on the receiving end of it.
I'm walking in after getting my arrows. I heard that. I'll be like, so you're able to use powerful lightning bolts. I heard.
I
I
am.
just saw. I also saw you summon an Fae.
I did, though. Well, actually, no, you didn't see that.
I didn't see it. Okay. I'll
Because I was inside the bubble.
that is true. Actually, I also saw you just disappear in front of me. You're able to do a lot of things.
I am.
Yet you ran away from the battle against the witch the first time you went against her.
I did.
I won't blame you to it. You did turn into a small beast, and then afterwards, I didn't know how to get rid of it. That little curse that you did.
Do you intend on having this conversation around me?
Yes, I do actually.
I'm just gonna like whatever way I'm like sitting or positioned, I'm just gonna like turn the other way.
Fair. Yeah, John starts to face the pillar and turn into almost a recovery position as he continues trying to process what happened. John, could I get a D100 from you? And obviously if it's above a 50. Surprisingly, John, you do not move to feeling more like a person. Just confused why, much like you described, you feel anything as a construct. Though this is the second time you've experienced this.
I believe that of all things, going against the at this point I'll call her the Bog Witch, was a very life-ending encounter,
Yeah.
and
If these two are-
we also need to learn from this, that fact that we need to become a little bit stronger. If we're barely able to go against a witch, I don't know how strong the count is.
If these two are still talking, I'm gonna like fold my ears in on themselves.
Fair.
Yeah.
We?
You want to get out of this place just like me, haven't you?
I do, of course, but never been quite so formal about this arrangement of ours.
I mean, I stumbled upon all of you and I realized that you also share the same goal to escape this hellhole.
We do, though we have all different methods of doing so.
Indeed. And I'll be honest, you are the smart one. But I'm the only one that's able to fend for myself in the woods. But outside the woods, well, me with higher survival. I have higher survival than you.
That's just survival.
Can you stop talking to me when I'm talking to someone? ABC every day. I don't know where your pan is. Check around the tables right here. There you go. Go. Right. All right. Back to this conversation, right? Thing. I suggest that we find a ways to enhance our strength. I don't know about how you would enhance your strength, but I'm pretty sure the same as goes for me. I presume it's practice.
Practice does go a long way.
Steroids injection.
Complicated situation, to say the least.
I'm going to say that I might track around the Svalek woods for a bit and join back.
That's fair. We're gonna have
It's
to
still
make our
close
way to
by.
Berez soon anyways.
Indeed.
If that's okay with everyone. Look down at John. Obviously he has his ears covered.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like just move or reply or say anything.
I believe that the woods would still be half a day's away from Berez. So we'll be close by, do what we need to do, reunite. That sounds like a good plan. By the way, where's Odo?
He's down at the village right now.
Okay.
If you wish to speak to him.
I'll let you two be together. I feel like John would not want to have a conversation with me for now. I'll walk down to the village and speak to Odo about what he plans to do. After going against a bug witch, I'd say that he's a very useful hand as well.
Okay. Almanon, do you wish to say anything to John before I switch to Thorneblade?
Yeah.
What do you say, blood?
Place my hand on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I don't know what it's like to have no feelings and then receive them out of nowhere. But I do know what it's like to be afraid. About 5 or so years ago, a group of Sharans working with the Court of Sirik basically murdered most of everyone I know upon my birthday.
That's very unfortunate. Yeah.
I was paralyzed with fear, hiding beneath a table.
I'm gonna like slightly move my ear for this.
Mm-hmm.
When my auntie Lirol found me, she found me a mess, shaking similar to how you are, underneath a table, underneath the covers of it. The day that was meant to celebrate my coming of age became the day that my father died.
I feel sorry for you. I understand how it is. My father and my mother.
You're not here!
I was gonna
Oh,
say
shit,
you left.
I thought you were talking to me. Fuck.
No, I'm talking to John!
I thought. Oh shit! Sorry.
Any bit of sympathy John just had got rid.
He'll lean back a little. By the time she got me out of underneath the table, all of the fighting had been done. My grandfather Elminster had made short work of the assassins of his children's assassins. I don't remember too much of what came after. When I locked eyes with the old man, everything just kind of faded to black. But I remember feeling in that moment, in his eyes, safety. A sense of safety. I can't tell you what to feel now. But I can tell you're clearly shaken up a little. And if you're beginning to feel fear, that's just proof that you're progressing. You're becoming a person. Slowly, but surely.
When he says that, I'm gonna shut my ear off again.
As you do, and you kind of are allowed to ponder in your own mind, Jean, you've been already thinking about what it means to be a thing or an individual since you came to Barovia. In a very weird twist of fate, being locked away from your master and having no contact directly with the person who summoned you, you have been slowly but surely developing understanding of what it means to exist. And as kind of Elminor's words ring in your head about fear being quite common, I mean, after all, as Esmeralda also pointed out, this is an emotion that's instinctual to essentially preservation of your own existence. I think that kind of rings in your mind, and I will say you lose 2 points of stress because of Esmeralda and
Okay.
Elminor. I adjusted it, so you would have been at 4. You're down to 2, but you're in the safe zone because now the new system is 1 to 3. So
I shouldn't have been at 4, no?
well, I had to readjust it, so I went from 2, 4, 6 to 4, 8, 12 to make it harder to reach a breaking point. Burrow is already...
I was only ever at 2, so...
Yeah, but as in I adjusted the scales for short-term crack. You would have cracked at 4. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But you're still in the safe zone, and as long as you get 1 night's sleep, you'll be fine. You'll be down to a 1. Yeah, you recover from your state of PTSD and shock, and you look around. The ration of food that Esmeralda's left for you is still there.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't go with stress. That was after 3 days or 2 days or something. I don't think this was a stress related to the stress. I think this was related to how long I spend recovering.
That too.
It's either 2 to 3 days of being sat there, or somebody hits me.
Well, no, hits the old system. Yeah. You recover?
No, it was one of the conditions for this exact thing. It was I had to spend 2 to 3 days. Yep.
Yeah. Short-term madness. Yeah. But I'm slightly.
This was specifically needed to be here.
Yeah. A day has already passed.
Fortunately, I'm not a wisdom character.
Yeah.
You're gonna need the cleric to cast calm emotions or something on you. I can't do that shit. That's cleric magic, not arcane.
Because they correct you down from a 4 back down to a 2, you're off the stress system. I will say you're slightly shaken, but otherwise you have your facilities back. You're able to control your body more. Do you wish to do anything, John? Though you're still like under some level of strain, you feel you can at least control yourself again.
Yes. I'm going to push myself up,
Yep.
tap Elmina's hand with my own, and go, I will see you soon. And then I'm gonna drag my feet down, and then I'm gonna head to the little pool that should be filled in by now, little reservoir.
Stay safe.
Yeah, 24 hours. Yeah, that's just down the hillside. Okay, yeah. You recover any exhaustion points you can fill up. It's 10 charges, so everyone wants to fill up. Returning to Odo and Thorneblade. Thorneblade, you... Yes, John.
But I'm just planning on, I'm gonna fill in 3 of my flasks that I bought,
Yeah.
and then I'm just gonna sit there with my head in the water, without drowning myself, obviously.
Yeah, just trying to calm down like a cold shower. I understand. Right. Returning to you, Odo and Thorneblade. Thorneblade, you kind of march through the wet sludge that is the snow and mud here after the downpour from the previous night during the bloody full moon. And at the bottom of the hill, you find Odo with Murrel. Murrel kind of just hawking at Odo. You can see in her face she's quite frustrated with him. She's not shouting or saying anything, but she's definitely eyeing him up, what are you doing? But as you descend, Esmeralda, slightly ahead of you, she also reaches the party, kind of greets you, Odo. Hey, okay, Chico, I got the company. And she points behind her, and you see Thorneblade approaching as well. What's the game plan, guys? Ente? We are heading somewhere, or are we staying here for a while?
We stay here for a little bit, and then we go chase up with Vladimir afterwards.
Why are we chasing up Vladimir? I thought the whole idea was we help him, he helps us a bit.
Vladimir has something for us.
Chico, you are okay. Something. I hope he has something good, because he almost costed all of us our lives. God, that bug.
I believe so.
Anyways, I came down to say thank you. You saved my life. Again. So I have something for you. And she reaches in her backpack and she pulls out a navy blue potion and presses it to your chest. This is for you. Drink it when you need strength.
What does it do?
Well, when I bought it before I came to this godforsaken valley, the guy who sold it to me told me it's a potion of strength, whatever that means. He didn't go into the details, but it cost me a pretty penny. So I'm trusting you that you put it to good use.
Thank you. I appreciate this. I would love this. Cliff, check your stash out. I sent it to you. What does?
Thank you.
Potion of what?
84, 8.
Anyways, I just want to say thank you. And you too, Enchika. You done good by your brother, protecting him when he was getting surrounded. I do try my best. He's a risky figure sometimes, but, that's life. Yeah, I know what you mean. Thorneblade, you coming, or you gonna hawk there by the woodland? I think Tarek might have been AFK. Oh no, he's just muted. Oh, okay. Well, Thorneblade comes down. Whatever conversation you want to have with Odo.
Sorry, I was muted the whole time. Sorry.
Yeah. So you approach the party. Murrel, Odo, and Esmeralda. They're all by the barracks. They're waiting for you to approach. Anything you wish to say?
Yeah, I basically I was about to say I said before, and then I waited for you guys. Basically, what I said was I was going towards all of you, asking a question about exactly where are you going to be heading next. I believe that you all are going to go to the Wizard of Wines. Right?
Are we? I was upstairs talking to John. What did I miss? We are, yeah, that was the plan. Right, brother?
Because, speaking of which, we actually should go see John. Maybe John and Elwin, see how them two are handling the situation.
We're handling it surprisingly well, I dare say, given the fact that almost all of us got knocked out at one point. How you doing, Thorneblade? You shot well last time.
Indeed, I have. I'm going to be by near most of you, but I'm going to venture alone through the Valak woods for something personal. And Elminor and I spoke that we will reunite in the ruins of Berez, if that's fine with you all.
If you must.
If that's what you want, yeah, go crazy. Just travel safely.
Because I believe that after the situation, looking at everybody, right, saying like that we are to train harder to go against larger foes, larger than the witch. I feel like we should adventure forth to the other side of Barovia and find some hidden secrets that can help us fight against the larger evil.
Are we heading... Does that mean we're heading far south towards Tiffledorf? Well, Odo, you wanted to go to Yester Hill, no?
I feel I do want to go to Yester Hill.
Yeah, we could take a detour around Lake Seidenberg. I don't think anyone minds, do we?
No. What about them?
Thorneblade?
You all are going to Yester Hill?
Well, I thought we're heading to the Wizard of Wines. We have to pick up Irina, but as I understand, Odo and me would have liked to see Yester Hill one last time before we depart to maybe our last great journey. You never know what would happen. You mentioned you want to go to the far south on the other side of the valley. That's where the dragon flew in.
Yes, I remember seeing that from afar. You know, I feel like I wish to join you all to Yester Hill. You go to your, you go to the wines for a bit. I'll be in Valak, and a day later I'll go to Yester Hill.
I mean, if you can get to Valaki and back to us in a day, I'll be very impressed. But you said you know these paths, so be my guest.
Yes. Because
Yes, sir?
yeah, because you guys are going to go, like, if we're going to go for past Valak, that's fine. I just realized how, like, we're separate but close, you know, from the map. That's really, really nice, I suppose. Yeah, okay. I'll basically just say, like, then we have an agreement.
Okay. Catch you towards Yester Hill then. On the morrow, at the latest.
I'll see you at Yester Hill. And I just basically, like, I say in this everybody understands where I'm going, that they know where I'm going to be heading. I just basically, you know, just suggest to everybody to, like, should we rest for the day before we head out tomorrow? Because we're all exhausted after the fight.
Oh, you missed it, didn't you? Everyone already had a late night. They slept through the full moon.
Oh, of course. I was AFK there.
Yeah, it's on the early dawn now. You're in the early.
Oh, then that means I'm just basically this changes a lot. Instead, right? Because everybody's notified, I'm walking away.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm walking away to the forest.
Heading towards Valatu, as you say. Okay. It's about half a day's journey for you. It's 12 miles away. On an
Yeah.
average 6-foot. You could get there in the half a day, like I said, unless you have some way of speeding yourself up.
I'll text you because I'll tell you the truth. Yesterday I was going to tell you everything, but you were in a private convo with Shia, and it was a bit. I was like, you know what? When I saw you guys, when I saw the VC again, you guys are gone. I was like, you know what? It's already too late. I might as well just wait until next week.
Yeah, he was
But I'll
helping.
tell you a bit.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. You can text me. Yeah, he was helping me with Cadria. Okay. Right. John, you continue kind of drowning yourself partially in the pool, head half submerged in the water. Once in a while, kind of taking a deep breath as you lift yourself. The cold wind waking you up as you try to settle down. Eventually, Elminor, you make your way down the hillside as well, descending through the sludge. Odo, you said you're going to head back up, so that's where you walk into. You walk into a almost comedic scene by the pool of Markovia, with John kind of submerging himself once in a while. He's head into the water, also with some empty flasks around, and Elminor descending and meeting you halfway up this side of the hillside. Finding John in a similar scenario. Esmeralda and Murrow follow you after Thorneblade has departed, heading further and further away, on an agreement that he shall meet you by tomorrow morn at Yester Hill. But as the party has regrouped, what would you all gentlemen like to do, if anything?
I low-key want to keep sitting there.
Get up, John. Right.
Where's the party going?
Well, I personally want to see Yester Hill. I want to see the sights. I want to see if there's any clue about where your friend might be, or if he is dead.
Won't we spend one more day here?
Odo? Do you want to spend another day?
We can. Does anyone feel ready to leave yet, or?
I can cook up some more potions if that is what you want me to do, El Chico. Muro, how about yourself? I was thinking about maybe a quick hunt if we are to stay here at Kresk.
Okay. It was safe.
But won't that mean our compatriots going to arrive at Yester Hill and not find us tomorrow on the morning?
Yeah,
I'll
that's
just
true.
catch up. You can leave and I'll catch up.
It's a fine idea. We can rest here. There's no major rush. I'm just letting you know. He is going to expect us there. Can anyone send him a message of some kind?
I can't cast message.
I can.
We could just tell him.
Message is also 120 feet.
Yeah, he's going to be way out of the range. Well, he'll probably meet us at the winery. Probably. Maybe. Right?
If you want to go, just tell me where to be.
Well, we have to head south. Elminor wants to pick up Irina on the way, and Odo here wants his reward. And then for myself, well, I wanted to see Esther Hill with Odo. That place is quite spiritual, and I want to see what remains of it, if anything. After that stupid witch decided to cast that gigantic maelstrom and we saw that explosion.
What direction is south from here? I can't tell.
It's we can follow the road towards the winery and then cut off later, walking by the side paths through the woodland. We should get there in good time.
I'm gonna put my head back down. Well, I should be able to find you anyway. I managed to track down another party member for like a week. This should be fine.
Oh, did you?
What up?
Did you?
Yeah, there's a bit. I followed up for like a week and a half. Unless I can't do that anymore either. I'm gonna put my head back down fully.
I think our friend is a bit deflated. I dare say, El Chico. Okay, I'm good to head south if we're all head to good. Worst case scenario, we stick around for one day. I make some potions. Tomorrow you do a bit of hunting. I don't know what you two gentlemen are gonna do. Fuck. That's so jarring. Hello. When did I cut off?
Worst case scenario.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, Esmeralda just says, El Chico, what do you guys want to do? We can, of course, leave John here, or we can stick around, worst case scenario. I cook up some potions, Moro goes hunting. Although I don't know what you're going to do. Elmona, I assume you have your book to read, so you can do that.
Oh, no, it's not there.
Oh, sorry, I narrated you making your way south with John down the hill, because that's where you said you two are you're gonna catch up with the party, so.
Shit, okay.
So, gentlemen, what are we doing? Everyone's here except Thorneblade. Elmina, you missed this, but Thorneblade is heading apparently to Valaki, and he'll meet us on tomorrow morning at Yestahel. I don't know how he's gonna do it. Must be a speed demon, but that's the
Yeah, we spoke about a little bit of that. Very well then. How are you feeling,
Okay.
John? How's
I'll
everyone
catch you
feeling?
guys up. I don't know if you guys heard me. I'll catch you guys up.
Alright. Then I guess everyone get on the wagon.
And battle rocket we're done.
I'll take 10 minutes to summon my faithful steed, my Longmaw.
Gods. This is a miserable idea, but let us get it done. I assume again you're going to ride the horses, Odo? Or sorry, I was going to say Odo. But who's proficient, if anyone?
Proficiency with horses and land vehicles doesn't exist in 5.5e. When Davis was using the folk hero, he was using the 5th edition version.
I see. Well, whoever wants
Was
to
that?
ride whoever wants to
Yes.
ride a horse,
They removed all vehicle.
whoever wants to ride a ride.
It won't need to be ridden. It'll ride on its own. I'll telepathically order it south.
Amazing. Okay, fair enough. Okay, the party. Tarek, you are here, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up with you. The party, you ride out of Kresk through the gates, heading south. Some people kind of cheer you on. Good luck out there. Make sure that the bugs don't bite, and by bugs I mean oversized monstrosities. And you kind of ride down the southern roads, making good speed. In fact, very rapidly because of your wagon coach, past the Raven River into the Swalaki woods, and you can already see the canopy and outline of the Great Wizard Winery in the distance. But before I pick up with you, I jump focus. Thorneblade, you've been walking for about an hour or so, kind of sprinting through the fox trails that make up these Swalaki eastern half woodlands. You try to avoid the Luna River because maybe out of habit, more than practical purposes nowadays, especially as the hag is dead. But you head towards Valati, kind of heading to your old ancestral home when you were born. And as you make your way through the picketed Svalati woods, eventually silence kind of picks up outside of the occasional bird song and the random cricket jumping past you. There's a peace and quiet in the woodland, and with your high passive perception, you can even pick up that there is some fresh print of vasen in the area, though you can't really tell if it's heading in a northern or eastern direction, but it's been spooked by something. But continuing your way ever onward, you stumble down, see the great lake of Baratov in the far in the far distance from the top of the hillside, and you can see the great tower. But you make your way towards Lake Zarovich, continuing your journey east, and as you kind of descend a side little pathway that's rarely ever walked, it hits you. You see the two gigantic, partially collapsing, though well kept in the sense that you have kept the hedges at least at bay, of the graveyard. You walk up, ivy growing naturally over the wooden crosses. You take a quick scan of the area, and it seems, with your passive perception, to be unharmed. No one's been here. And fresh flowers are blooming with the early spring in Barovia, here in the grave.
Basically, like, obviously, in Thorneblade would just basically find some flowers during the road and just put them down onto the grave. And this is the only sentimental part of Thorneblade that he keeps. In our silent woods, he basically visits the grave of his parents, the only family he had. He speaks and says, I'm getting close to finding vengeance for both of them. And soon, the tales that he once told me might come to fruition. The lands of Barovia. I'll keep myself getting stronger to get out of this estate and find a new horizon. He gets up from his knees and he starts to head out. With the rest of the day left, he didn't take time to rest after that and starts practicing his bow, his marksmanship, and looks for many other materials that he can use to make his arrows a little bit more lethal.
I would ask for a nature check.
$17.
You find in a very weird twisted fate, you know these woods quite well, and despite your vast knowledge, it shouldn't happen. But you do find 3 death blooms, quite a poisonous flower, just growing on the covered by a small cliffside overhang. Though despite the fact that they're much more in the northeastern half around Arusnu, but they seem to have somehow reached here, maybe by wind. Maybe it's been fortunate. But if you use those later, you could make some poison-tipped arrows. Which obviously puts me at disadvantage if I fail. DC 15. Past that,
I would say, besides taking the poison, obviously it's not gonna be on his back and stay fresh for too long. He has to create the poison as soon as possible. But for a day, he can keep it in his bag, in a pouch actually. How can I do this? You know what? Just to make it safe, because this is the first time I'm getting poison in my bag, right? I'm gonna empty my coins into my backpack and use my coin pouch as a pouch for the mushrooms instead.
fair enough.
Yeah, just to make more sense about the storage. And then afterwards, as I have the poison mushrooms, can I ask you if I can find some flint?
Yeah. You don't need to roll for that. You find that quite quickly. Again, there's a lunar river just flowing nearby. You'll need to really step by the shore side to pick up some available flintstones. As many as you want to add to your backpack, really.
Because I got it. Can I'm going to try and see if I can get some resin around the woods.
What kind?
This. Simply resin from the trees, if I could.
Oh, basic bark. Yeah.
Because then I can get some splinters and make my own makeshift matchsticks.
Yeah. You. I would say I've spent a few hours then. You don't need to roll anymore. You spend a few hours, maybe 2 to 3 hours here in the woodland, gathering your basic resources. I'm doing this as a downtime activity. And you gather a bundle of sticks, sharpen them down with your hunting knife, crack some in half if need be, and douse them in the resin of the trees. Just underneath the bark, you kind of skin it and pull it out. My apologies. And going forward with the flint, you can just ignite them and treat them as an extra torch if you fancy, or a fire arrow potentially.
Yeah.
I'll give you a bundle, so 20.
Right. So how long have my character been doing this? Well, wouldn't it be late now after doing all that?
You left early morning, so it's like just after midday.
Just after midday. Okay, and I know that the Odo and his sister should be in. I'm going to presume that they should be already in their uncle's place.
It's a pretty safe assumption that Odo and the group, if they went south, they would be by the winery. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to Thorneblade,
that would be a good way to go to
Giddy up, boy! Giddy up! Riding hard south, way past everything,
Yeah. Okay, well, after basic training was that, and finding some more materials for myself, okay, I'm still gonna think about my spell components. DM.
Yes.
Can I sacrifice a gold coin to make a gilded acorn?
It's 500 gold, my guy.
How am I supposed to do that when you won't give me 10 gold in my lifetime?
Well, you actually have the money as a party. You generally do.
You should abandon that thought, by the way.
I have given away
You think anybody would help me out?
multiple gems and rubies that are worth hundreds of gold. If the party just embraced the true way of common, no.
Because that's a component that doesn't that's for me to focus the spell.
Yeah, so I know. Again, I'm not against you melting gold onto your acorn and making it quote unquote the value of 500. But to do that, you need to actually acquire the gold, and I'm willing to meet you halfway and say about 200 gold is what you really need to drown it in.
Okay.
But to get the gold, well, you have Baba Yaga's house, you have the party. You got to negotiate here, or you can steal if you like. But as a party, you guys are actually quite rich. You have about 1.5k or something.
No. 1.5k focused on one person that they won't share. Think of it this way, okay?
Okay, well, figure that out as a party.
This is why banks exist. Anyways,
Like, I'm gonna let you know now. There is literally 500 gold gemstones available in Baba Yaga's shack if you can find them. And like, Elmina was the only one doing the looting of her corpse, and he didn't find that much on her. But you know where you could find some stuff. Mind you, obviously, it's risky to go.
To be honest, like I'm always like AFK because of the fact that I have too many people going in my room 24/7. To the point where I can't even focus on getting the loot.
Fair. Baldur's Gate freestyle outside of table. You know that Baba Yaga shack hasn't been looted.
Yeah.
You know that
just like the Bloodstone.
Yeah. You know that Markovia's church technically has never been looted, and it's treated as a store. The abbot has all those potions up there. What else? Other places you're aware of? Yes, the hill could potentially have some loot, depending if you want to go there. It has been blown up. And if you're looking for a quick score,
Yes, the hill is a fucking crater.
Alban also has a lot of loot, but you would have a very angry paladin band on your face if you try to rob from them. So there's plenty of loot to be found. You need to go, actually do the looting and explore.
It's just that the risks are far greater than getting money.
Not always. The only thing I was going to mention when you were reminiscing about your family, you would remember Escher's face, that young bard, as he cut them down and butchered them in front of you. And he's still out there somewhere in the valley.
Yeah.
Your personal score to settle.
Him.
He has your family medallion, and he has your name if he ever finds you. But yeah, what would you like to do, Tarek? I'm willing to spend another few minutes on you. Where would you like to go?
For another few minutes, okay? Besides doing the whole thing about that, I'd say that I replenish the rest of the, for example, the mistletoes. If I ever, no, I have a shit ton of that. I don't need to actually do that. In fact, I'm thinking I'll make some ornamental braids, right? And also, I'm pretty sure this one requires a. Well, my entire fucking character sheet is now frozen. But yeah, I'll just say that I'll make some components, spell components, and then I'll be ready to head out.
If it's something extremely basic like those grounded down leaves, feel free to grab as much as you like.
Yeah.
But just to confirm, you're gonna make your way towards where? Back towards Yesta.
I would presume that they're gonna be with their uncle, and then they'll be in the next morning. So if I go to Yasuho now, I'll be investigating it a bit early. You know what? Fuck it. I'll investigate it early. I'll go.
Okay.
I'll think of it like I scout ahead for them.
I would only ask for a DC 20 to survival to see if you can beat them there, because you had a head start and you could potentially outpace them just by cutting away from the roads.
Character sheet is literally frozen. Let me just reopen it then. My character sheet is not working. Can you even see it? I'll roll it physically. Pretty sure it's a 5.
I can roll it for you. Don't worry. The off sheet's working. I got a 23 for you. Don't worry.
I got a 24. It's okay, bro.
Yeah.
I'll use the 20.
Yeah. You do actually beat the party by about an hour, because obviously they can't ride the horse all the way to Yester Hill. They'll have to leave it at the winery. There's just no road. But jumping to you then, as you rush sharply through the cliff sides of southern Barovia, kind of having the tide bash into your face over and over again, the mist really picking up just because of the lake, and the sea salt almost drowning in your mouth, parched desert appearing on the back of your throat. You continue ever southward, and eventually you see a horror. You've been exploring for 2+ decades now, the whole of the lands of Barovia here in the west especially, and you know this stuff quite well. What it almost kind of makes you gasp and takes your breath away at the sheer destruction of Yester Hill. Where there was once a hill is now just a gigantic crater, and the tree roots of Yester Hill are now, like, where they survived, are exposed, and they ran deep into the earth, maybe 20-30 foot. And you look around, and most of the obelisks that didn't get instantly destroyed and rubble has appeared around the scattered location. There is still, like, some obelisks in the distance, but they were the ones on the absolute outskirts. It was the larger obelisks designed as almost like the boundary. It is, if I had to give you a rough estimate, like a 240 foot wide circumference. Sorry, not circumference. It is circumference. It is across the middle, right? Diameter. My apologies. Of a scale of just this crater. And when it comes to its depth, it's about, if I had to give you a rough estimate, anywhere between 40 to 60 foot deep.
I am going to be obviously speechless, and basically, like, I pull out my hood rarely, and like Huxley was showing my long raven black hair, and speak out, say, like, Reinhardt, you're one hell of a man. Looking at the destruction that he possibly must have done, because I remember seeing that explosion from there. I underestimated how big the crater would be from the impact of the impact of the explosion, right? But seeing it in person, right? I'm pretty sure, like, in a more visual standpoint, I'm like smaller than this. Like, if you just make me smaller, right?
You are tiny.
Yeah, compared to this crater, yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, like from there, it's like, and after seeing that, I would presume Reinhardt must have been in the center of this, because this man had full plate armor to a point where, like, he should have at least somewhat flung away somewhere far off from the explosion. But if he was in the center,
Yes. Oh my
then
God.
I should.
Sorry. Yeah, my apologies. You were AFK towards the end. Yes, Elminor and the party were screaming at Ludmilla, "Where is our knight friend?" And she said he sits on his iron throne. A soul that could never be bought is gonna pay the price. And yeah, those words reminiscent Thorneblade's mind as you think, like, what could have possibly happened to him? Because you don't see any corpses here.
Exactly. And knowing that Reinhardt is a fully full-plated man himself, he is literally the man of iron. Okay, Iron Man mode as he goes towards the center. You know what? Fuck it. First of all, let me do a perception check. Can I see what my surroundings? Is there any like beast or like flying creature that I actually tell from the
absolutely.
thing? Like,
I'm gonna do DC 10, 15, 20, 25 based on how high you climb. The more details I'll go into. Wow. Okay. Cool. Broke my 25. Okay.
What the fuck?
Second amazing roll for you in a row. Yeah.
Holy shit.
You quickly scale the side of one of the bigger obelisks, and you scout the area, scanning it almost like a pirate on the side of a deck. and you take in that there are wild beasts, wolves and boars and bears, yes, but also things you can't even describe to your mind. There's a creature, for example, with like 5 different jaws, literally devouring people. There is some wild folk corpses around who survived this massive explosion, and they're being eaten and torn apart by these wild monstrosities. In the sky above, you see some ravens kind of circling the area, sometimes landing down, flying down just to peck out some eyes and tongue, the delicious bits for them. You also notice in the far distance, because you cracked my 25, there are some people in the outskirts of the woodlands kind of looking towards Yester Hill, and they have noticed you but are not approaching. But they're not
Yeah,
they're doing a pretty good job trying to hide themselves in the plain sight, but because of your extremely high passive perception, you have caught a small glimpse of their sheen on their weapons. And finally, the actual pit itself, it is just radiating. I mean, the heat that's coming from it, and it's been about 2 days. It is like, if I had to describe it, it's almost going inside a sauna. And you haven't even went down there. It is just hitting you as it rises. You can only imagine how hot it gets towards the center.
Yeah.
And
this is and it's
sorry. Oh my god, you cracked 25. I need to share this as well. You see Reinhardt's glowing white mace towards the bottom of that pit.
Oh boy! And I don't know if my party's gonna come for me in here for a while. So I presume that I'm alone for a day as well. So I'm not gonna say anything else besides the fact that I know that there's people that have their weapons unsheathed very far away from me, right? I'm gonna presume that they can see me, but they don't know if I see them.
They definitely don't know you saw them. You're quite confident of that.
Exactly. Am I in dim light?
There's a constant smoldering, like black smoke. So yes, you're in broad daylight. What comes for Barovian daylight, but you're camouflaged in the sense of there's constant smoke, kind of going past you.
Right. If it gets dark, they would see see me as a silhouette that merges into the darkness.
That's
right?
a pretty good safe assumption. Yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
good safe assumption.
But I'm not really that paranoid about them. In fact, if they even want to see me, I'm pretty sure I'll just take a little cloth, like a white cloth, and put on my wrapper around to show that I'm not really I'm not here to harm them. Presuming that they know what the white cloth stands for. Then afterwards, I know the fact that it's the radiating heat would not be able to go in. Pretty sure I got something for myself for that.
What do you wish to do, boy?
No, Bear's endurance would not be able to help me.
Hey, King, it's your
fault. Gust of wind. If that would help me, dissipate some of the heat, but that would not be helpful. If not, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go around a bit further from what they are in, and then see if I can somewhat be into this crater.
Yeah, you can absolutely peer into the crater. You see the mace, and you also see the massive towering shield of Reinhardt at the base of it, but no body or armor per se. There is pitch black skeletons, maybe about 8 or so, scattered randomly in that place. and I don't even mean like as a full skeleton, but as in they've been smashed to pieces and flew in all directions. A leg there, a hip bone over there, but you can make out roughly maybe there's about 8 people inside that pit. As to the pit itself, the roots are like still kind of burning in places. Of the hill tree that was probably here and spread wide across this entire region. Apparently, it was the life tree of this place. But even worse is that the closer you look towards the center, there is signs of glass at the base of this of pit.
Oh, I wonder why there's signs of glass on this pit. Interesting. I'll write down what exactly I find, okay? And do I presume I would seem to feel? I believe that it's not really safe around here now, from the beast and all that. I wanted to like basically somewhat like camp out, and wait for my party.
You can probably make a safe, quote unquote safe campsite on top of one of these obelisks. I don't know how you're gonna sleep. Maybe with rope, you could tie yourself down. But on the ground, you're quite confident it's not safe to try to rest in this open field. It's attracted too much wildlife to the area.
Yeah. But it's better presumed to like sit there, basically rest there by sitting down and be more vigilant. I'll be like more like a sentry post.
It's your call, champion. It is heading towards
night.
It is
heading towards night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heading towards night. I'll just like, I won't rest. I'll just stare around and basically be vigilant around here instead.
Okay.
If that's okay.
That's more than okay. Okay, I will return to the rest of the party then. Just to confirm, you're going to stay through the night vigilant, yeah?
Yes.
That's fine. Okay, gentlemen, you ride hard for the Wizard of Wines. And eventually you reach the blossoming, at least 1/3 of the winery, which the gemstone has been doing God's work and, regrowing the plants. And you can even see, and some of you, because of your high passive perception, even smell from the distance the vent of grape juice fermenting as they're trying to convert it into a wine itself. There is a kind of quick horn being blown as you approach. As you reach the outskirts of the dome, however, I assume you stop your horse, Elminor. Elminor? Oh
I
my
think his
god.
mic's not working again.
Do not stop the horse. You're here outside the dome. I return to the rest of you. Cool. Okay. Amazing. This is gonna be so fucking funny. Okay.
No, I'll stop the horse.
Okay. Yeah, you reach.
Isn't it meant to be surrounded by undead?
They died.
Right. Okay.
With Baba Yaga gone, as you approach, you find a littering of corpses everywhere, and even the maelstrom is declining. And as you approach them, the dome is still kind of glowing. But as you stop your horse just outside it, Odo and Murrell, you can enter freely. John as well, because you have your feather. But in a very awkward way, Elminor, you're unable to re-enter the druidic space. Eventually, though, you watch Adrian ride out on a horse sharply southward, and he reaches you guys, jumps off there. Right. Long time no see, my old friends. How ya doing? Welcome back. I got a gift for you, my friend Elminor. Don't worry, Irina told me all about it. And he passes you a black feather.
Mage hand.
Yeah, you pull it out. Feel free to come in now. Feel free, come on. We can pop up a quick tea or something, or would you prefer a bit of ale and wine? Truth be told, now that the zombies are gone, we can probably deactivate this thing. But we wanted to make sure you're safe.
Appreciate that. And yeah, perhaps bringing this thing down to conserve whatever energy maintains it would probably be for the best.
Fair enough. Come on, come to our little winery. We offer bed and board. My father's talking to Irina, but have you? That can wait. Come, and he kind of jumps back on his horse, starts riding to the winery.
Very well. Slowly start riding through.
Kind of wheels spinning, horse riding inward, and you arrive within about 2 hours. Very sharply, you cobbled your way here, having to take some of the around routes. But as you enter the winery itself is warm and lit. Like I said, the smell of the fermentation vats is sharper than ever. They seem to have been making multiple batches. One of the wagons is missing, and you notice quite quickly Stefania is nowhere to be around. But Adrian dismisses it. She's just doing a quick delivery. Don't worry about it. But he motions for you to sit down at the table and welcomes you all. Come. It's all good.
Walk in. Just sit down. Hells above.
Yeah. Elmanor, John, and Odo, Morrower, and Esmeralda. You enter the living quarters. You find Davian and Irina kind of sitting there having a laugh, and then as you enter the room, Irina kind of lifts up a smile on her face. Friends, you made it. Oh, thank goodness. And here I thought I was lost you all for good. Tell me, the Maelstrom, is that your doing?
Not us. Not directly, anyways.
Yeah, well, since you've sent me here with Reinhardt, we heard no news. He rode hard, kind of told me he has to do this, and didn't hear anything from him. After he went southward, I watched the entire Maelstrom kind of explode, and he almost echoed to here through the woodland. And then my compatriot here, she points to Davian, he mentioned through a bird he saw you guys fighting a hag. So I assume the witch is gone.
Yeah, she's gone. I had to deal with her. Foul.
Oh, the fan to be praised. We made it.
It's a bit touch and go at times, but yeah. Just barely. What's been happening here then?
Well, I patched my wounds, had a chance to recover. Davian has been good company. He has a softer side, you'd be surprised to know. I have no softer side, fuck them pigs. He can be quite polite when he wants to. You all look absolutely exhausted.
You could say that.
What's the, what other news do you bring, if any? Are we to depart?
Not immediately.
That's fine if we're not to leave, but when it comes to the undead, most of them are gone, so we could probably deactivate the shield soon. Where's Thorneblade?
He's not here with us right now. He'll catch up sooner or later.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure he didn't you know,
Understand.
perish. Any other news? She kind of waits. Adrian does enter.
Which,
As I promised, here's the cups, and he brings like these wooden mugs of tea. Drink up. It's all good.
What?
I would rather not drink wine. Not wine. I'm going in the drug domain, anyways. Anywho, I assume Reinhardt did not return then.
No, he. The last we saw of him was about 2 nights ago. He read hard just before the night descended, and nor him nor his horse ever truly returned. Truth be told, we haven't been brave enough to adventure there. But Father, what did you see? There's a gigantic hole, about 200 feet wide. The entire
Was it the
hill.
same vampire?
What, John?
Was it the same vampire?
Oh yeah, Black Lady. I watched her crawl out of that pit, and she dragged a scorched, burnt black body of a probably ran out of it, and then she headed southeast for the Garafi mountain range. Yeah, that's what last I saw of her. It was a miserable business. Hey ho. He kind of look. Is Davis here? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there's
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Lovely. In that moment, Adrian looks away from you, John, and looks towards Odo. By the beautiful fanes. Odo, you son of a bitch! Come here.
I got him.
He hugs you. Oh my god, my nephew. Have you been? Where have you been?
I'm alright. I'm just out and about. Got captured. Like my rescuers here for saving me.
They saved you. I want to say I'm surprised, but to be honest, they recovered my winery, so these good wannabes, they're making this old man proud. How's the how's the hand?
I'm just hoping I can repay the favor back to them.
You've got plenty of time to repay the favor. I can't accompany them. I'm fucking blind. But I need someone to keep an eye on them. So if you like, Odo, if you're insistent, I won't stop you. You can travel with them. Murrow, how about yourself, girl? You gonna stay with your uncle, help around the winery? I think I'm gonna stay with Odo. We're still recovering, Uncle. Forgive us, but the Bog Queen, she did quite a number on us. I was gonna say you're still eyeless. What the hell happened to you? She ate my eye, Uncle. She did what? Take me to this bitch. I will have her fucking head. Uncle, she's dead. Odo and me helped. And she kind of like elbows you in the side. Come on.
Yeah. No, we just last night.
Can I make an insight check onto what I heard last night? What that the vampire said? Did it sound like she would be dead?
Yeah, of course. With a 24, it sounded more like she's gonna be met in the crypt. And she was built like horrified to be sent back there for some reason, and she mentioned she'll be preparing the cutlery, whatever that means, when she comes back to the catacombs. So that's what you figure out, John, that she might not be truly gone. As to Odo, you kind of jumping in to help out Morrow. Adrian kind of looks at the two of you through his raven, his eyes facing the brother and sister. And he's like, "That's good. It seems compared to my brother, you can actually take care of yourselves. Well, like I said, I won't stop you. Just make sure to visit sometime. It gets lonely here. This
Of course.
buffoon is too busy to spending his time with his goddamn father. Listen here, you absolute fat geek. Why don't you pop down to Valaki, talk to your other son, if I'm such a bastard? I'm not going to discuss this in front of guests. Adrian, you absolute Neanderthal. He looks back to the rest of you.
So how's the wine business doing?
We're doing quite good. We only have one of the wines back, I must admit, but we already sent a shipment to Gresk, a shipment to Valaki, and my useless son paid his dues. And I apologize for running late, and that's all he's going to get from me. I would like to get the other two wines back if I could, but sadly I just don't have the gemstones.
Gemstones. The
Yes.
green ones.
Yes. I'm grateful you returned one of them, but for each one you return, I can open up the other brands. So far we have the quite common, but beloved.
The ones that you stole from the Thanes.
Stole? I did not steal nothing.
Taken
There was no theft involved.
from how the Thane reacted when I returned. How the Weaver reacted when I returned hers to her. That she had not seen it in a while.
The Weaver is back.
She is.
We
Thanks
freed
to
her.
yours truly.
You watch the ravens kind of look through the room, all facing towards Adrian, and then finally Adrian himself faces his son. Sorry, Irvin faces Adrian. My sister was Davian faces Adrian. Goddamn, Martikovs and their family rhymes. Anyways, Davian, the old geezer, faces Adrian. My boy. Yes, father. Send the last shipment. I need to prepare. I'm sorry, what? I don't know.
Inside check.
Feel free.
Just to, even though I'm not good at this stuff.
You don't send. What was the insight for? Wanted to get a rough?
I wanted to see how he reacted to that response, to finding out that the Weaver's back and the initial thoughts and feelings.
On 10 is the lowest DC you could have cracked for me. So, you get a rough feeling that he's been motivated to act. You can definitely sense that he's in full swing. Anyone who wants to roll an insight, feel free. But otherwise, yeah, he's been motivated by what you just said. I need to prepare. We need to travel soon. We have exactly. Oh my god! Daddy, sorry, I got distracted. There's a Daddy Longlegs on the other side of my pillows. He's huge.
I want to kill.
Oh my
It's the
god!
Weebo.
Yeah. It's fine. I'll kill him later. Anyways, or let him out depending on my mood. Anyways, what's the word? Oh yeah, he seems motivated. Again, if anyone else wants to roll an insight, feel free. But past that, yeah, I need to prepare. We need to depart. Hopefully, we have about exactly, give or take 13 days. Cursed number. Much to think about. You bring dire news and good news at the same time, young wizard. Okay, this is fine. Moro, Odo, I'll have to have a private word with you later, if you don't mind. Family business.
Just of
That's
curiosity,
fine.
the stone that we returned,
Yes.
which Thane does it belong to?
It was the Nymans.
Was.
Well, yes. We kind of took possession of it.
Not that I'm really, not that I'm entirely an ally, foe of the natives of this land. But when you say take possession, was it given or just taken?
The 3 gemstones were originally given to us as a gift. It's the closest I'm willing to talk on this topic.
And
He means to say that we were the. Oh, sorry, Scottish. He means to say that we were safekeeping it until they returned, and now that they have returned, Father, it is in our duty to return it back to them. I know, but the winery is gonna die without them. Well then, Father, it's about time we pick some fucking sides. It ain't in it.
13 days for what?
Well, without the gemstones, there's no winery. And as to days to pick sides, well, we've been playing in the middle game for a long time. A very long time.
Fortunately. Third stone and pain.
I guess it's time to
Not
head
so
back.
much.
Head back to our old roots. I need to make a pilgrimage.
I'm gonna look at Elmina and go, I don't think the things will kill us.
They
No.
won't.
No, you'll be fine.
The Night Mother I have a deal with, and the Weaver, well, I sort of brought her back to life. If she's not a little bit thankful at the very least, I would be surprised. Technically still my pet fae. Using her own power, nevertheless, but who cares? I'm the one that casted the spell.
I'd be careful what you say.
I will. I wish you all good fortune. I assume this is not just a small visit, just to let us, inquire about Reinhardt. That could have been done by bird.
It's also just to see how everything was going over here. We sort of just walked away. Apologies about that. Really starting to regret that decision now.
Well, you
Had much choice.
you lit us up like a Christmas, not Christmas tree, like a hornet's nest. We're gonna have to get quite busy and quite quickly. Like I said, Adrian, I need you to forward my boy the remaining vats. Send them to Irvin. Yeah, he can have them at a discount. And then, truth be told, the silver is going to be worthless because we have work to cut out, boy. Tell you what, me and my son, we're going to head on a small pilgrimage to the north, and then we're going to make our way to Valaki. We'll meet you at my son's inn. If we do ever meet again.
Very well. Lucky. I'll keep that in mind.
It's the Blue Water Inn. You can't miss it. It's gigantic. I mean, the roof is navy blue. My son has a terrible taste in color. Right. Enjoy your drinks. How can we help you in any other way?
Besides that, there truly isn't much else. We mostly came down here to pick up Irina and to see what the situation was. And I guess you can call it wishful thinking, hoping Reinhardt would be here.
Yeah. Sorry, friends. They've been good hosts to me, but Reinhardt never returned after you rode south. I fear it was a one-way trip.
Seems so. Nevertheless, we still need to make our way down there. If what that evil creature is said is true. I don't think there's much of a carcass to bury anyways, but I would still like to see the remnants of that land, see what exactly happened.
Well, I wish you could forge you. There are wild folk patrolling that place, so I hope you have your giant speech ready.
Curious. Very well, I'll try to keep that in mind. Does anyone else speak giantish?
No.
Otto?
I do. Morrow speaks up. I can speak it. They're my folk, after all. We'll see how it goes.
Suppose we'll leave it mostly in your hands, but yeah. Situation keeps getting messier and messier, but damn it all.
It's okay. She kind of takes a quick sip from the juice. This is okay, Uncle. I expected a bit better.
I'll cast goddamn prestidigitation to make it taste better.
I take back what I said. This might be one of the most delicious drinks I've ever had. I don't know what you added to it, but the aftertaste is great. It's just the initial hit was terrible. That's a family secret. The party, you obviously continue pondering what you wish to do. You enjoyed maybe an hour or two extra with the Martikovs having a conversation, catching up on old times. What would you all like to do, if anything?
If you want, John, you can stay. Go on.
Can I step out to look at the barrier and see how safe it is here?
Yeah. You step outside to the vast vineyard field, and though a section of the vineyard has been recovered because of the gemstone, the rest of the actual land is still, twisted and corrupted. As to how safe the dome is in this place, the dome doesn't look like it's in any way wavering, and the four glowing obelisks in each corner of the house is still brightly lit and holding strong. The undead seem to have been dispersed or dead, because you can still see some of their corpses laying around the outskirts of the barrier. But as to how safe it is, it's quite far away from everything. So in that sense, it's safe. Hopefully, it's basically as far west as the civilization goes from Castle Ravenloft. So in that sense, it's quite safe.
I think I will stay here. I'm gonna turn back inside the house, and I think I will stay here for a little bit.
I understand. As I mentioned, I am interested in seeing what is down there. There is a hole. I wish to see if there is magic residue and such that can give me a greater understanding of what we are going against.
Well, I wish you good fortune then. I'm going to assume you're all going to try to commute southward by foot as the road kind of ends.
I'm going to go by horse.
Fair. The rest of you? John, obviously you said it's just staying here for a while with Irina. Okay, so you and Irina are going to stay for one more day, a night as hospitality.
Yeah, stay for one night as well.
Oh, so it's just Elminor by himself riding south by horse. Fair enough. That and Esmeralda. She can keep up with you and your horse as long as you don't go faster than 150 foot.
Actually, no, we can't go. We don't need to stay here anymore.
Well, John wants to stay here because he wants to recover. He's still stressed out a bit and tired.
Alright, I'll stay with John then.
Okay. Then Elminor, it's you and Esmeralda. She can obviously pace for about 10 minutes just by magic, as long as you don't ride too fast and too hard, and stay to 150 foot per 6 seconds.
Or furiously.
What, sorry?
Or furiously.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious. Very well. Try to keep up if you can.
Chico,
Or if you want, you can just ride on the horse as well.
I would like to get some practice in making sure that I can stay out of trouble, unlike last time. It was a bit embarrassing to be turned into a frog, I'm not gonna lie. Besides, I have the ability to long stride through this stuff. The difficulty of terrain will not be a problem.
Frog. Alright. If you want, I can help you get used to feeling like a frog. And I pull out my hand and I start casting polymorph.
This man's an evil.
You are a comedian. Good sir. Chico. What am I gonna do with you? Alright, let's go. Come on. We need to catch up. Thorneblade's gonna wait for us, he said, by early morning. So he's either there or he's gonna be there in a few hours. But we have a few more hours left of dawn light, so let's use it.
Agreed.
If I'm not back, I've been turned into a frog by this fucker. Everyone agree? Fantastic. And she points at Elmer. Let's go.
John, try to take it easy.
Stay ahead of you, and I'm gonna leave the room and just find somewhere I can slump over.
There's the master bedroom. Multiple bed and board rooms. You can just... John, you walk in...
I'm
Yeah.
gonna just do the same thing I did earlier where I'm just hanging with my head down.
Fair. Yeah, you walk up to a bed, sit down, head down. You're just trying to recuperate, really think things through. The soft cushioning of the feathers below you allows you to kind of relax yourself as much as you can. Elminor, I will stick with you, Thorneblade and Esmeralda then.
Very well.
Before I go
Esmeralda, are you certain that you do not wish to ride along me? I'm not exactly going to be on the ground, so to speak.
Chico. I'm gonna let you in on one small secret, but it has to stay between you and me. Okay?
Very well.
I'm scared of the heights.
Fair.
So,
Enough. A lot of people are afraid of many things.
as to your question, do I want to climb on the back of a horse and fly through the sky? Fuck no! Not in this lifetime, amigo. Not in 2 lifetimes, amigo. You could kill me, resurrect me, and I would still say no.
Not a horse. And I cast polymorph on my steed. And I'm going to turn it into a giant eagle for an hour.
That is much more doable. There's actually a lot of work and space to work with here. Yes, I can probably get on the back of this thing. She like pokes your eagle / bird. Okay. It doesn't have a harness, but we'll make this work.
If you fall, it'll just grab you.
That's reassuring.
Try not to fall.
Very reassuring. Okay. Goodbye, Odo. Goodbye, Murrow. And goodbye, life. Oh, John, please. She like gets on the back of the fucking bird. Okay, she goes to ice. Go.
Time you
Go.
face your fears, I suppose. Go.
And you do. You lift off. And she just keeps her eyes shut and she refuses to open them. Just tell me when we're landing. Just tell me when we're landing. And yeah, you fly. What would be 240 feet, right? A gigantic bird. Through the outskirts of the Svalaki woodlands of the south, you rapidly make good speed, and within less than an hour, you're flying over a gigantic crater, Elminor. You see a 240-foot wide, roughly crater, maybe about 40 to 60 foot deep. There is smoldering black smoke right from the heartland of it. There is even what looks to be crystals or something crystal-like at the base of it. There seems to be a glowing 30-foot wide circle of bright white light from one object at the heart of the crater. There's also various wild beasts in the surrounding obelisks, and the hill itself has been completely destroyed outside of the few roots that kind of still remain on the outskirts of the crater itself, that you assume was the roots of the Yesterhill tree itself.
I'm just like, this whole time, I'm just looking around, seeing things, seeing other wild animals and stuff. And I just think about, if I'm not able to summon my beast, why not have a companion for myself for once? New ambition has been
The chosen, yeah. Eventually, because of your
and then
super
eventually
high,
I see them.
yeah, I was gonna say because of your super high passive perception, Thorneblade, depends on how you want to react. But you see a gigantic, what looks to be a rock, flying through the sky. It is a massive bird.
Holy. by Lapanda's light, I literally I can see. I feel like if they're aerial, then I need to get into a cover that doesn't cover me from sideways but from above. And because this impact destroyed most of the things around it, I have to go fast. Either go underneath something or basically find a way to be invisible. With all those flying creatures and with what I can see, they don't seem to be very peaceful enough to not attack me properly. It's because my reasoning is fact is that this is an area near where the dragon was, right?
Yes.
Exactly, right? And seeing that from where the wine was, I never fully confronted it, but I also noted to myself, I do not want to fight against anything that can, soar through the skies like that. So, do I have to do a passive perception to see what I can find around? Can I see if I can go underneath like debris or basically underneath basic trees or some sort of shade, please, to hide?
The nearest tree canopy is about 120 foot southern dash for you. Thorneblade.
I can go 80 feet with dash.
So you won't make
within
it
less
before
than a minute. I can get to there basically.
You can get there in a few seconds, yeah, but they'll spot you running through the open field.
Yeah. Then what I would do that is I'm gonna have to play it smart. Okay, then instead of going to have a cover above my head, I'm gonna have a cover on my side, but I'm going to have to think of basically while keeping an eye on them, basically be on the opposite side of the pillar, so then they won't see me. In the shade of the pillar,
roll me a stealth check, and Shia, give me a quick perception check at advantage because you have an aerial sky view.
Okay, 18.
Okay.
I know the thing. Thorneblade doesn't know that's my part. That is his party over there. Okay.
Yes.
That's why I should react.
You're role playing appropriately.
Yes.
You, Elminar, watch as you scan this area. A black cloaked individual immediately jump around one of the obelisks on the southwestern half of this crater as you approach into the field of view, flying past the canopy into this open mass of destruction. They seem to be trying to circle around the obelisk and try to cut all eye contact with you, but you have already glimpsed the side of their hip, and so you can kind of keep an eye on them at all times now, if you desire. Past that, with that 21, you notice many of the things I already said. There are wild beasts, there's a crater, there's some magical items at the base of this crater. You see a couple of like random pieces of bone scattered everywhere as well at the base of the crater that seem to be scorched black. But the sky itself, it has just some random ravens and birds flying around.
I'm looking at the crater. Do I see any like magical residues? What does the weave look like and whatnot?
Oh, it's depressing. This was one of the heartlands of the weave, and the weave itself looks like it's been torn asunder in all directions. There's about 5 different ley lines that were flowing here that seem to have been ripped apart, and there's just a black hole here.
Oh, so very well. This is the shadow weave, not the actual weave, so I don't really care. Hope you're ready, Esmeralda, we're going in! And I start diving down.
As you, like, wind blows in your ear, as you descend rapidly. And Thorneblade, you even hear this screaming from the bird that sounds quite human, as you very quickly, like, land, lift at the last second, and just hover and then descend. And she kind of just slides off the back of the tail of this bird. Oh, Palafada. Open your eyes, Chico. Oh, okay.
You're good, you're fine.
I'm on the ground. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, this is fine.
You don't happen to speak any Giantish, do you, just in case?
I have some basic ability. I'm not very good.
You'll do.
Now that they descended, Thorneblade, you actually recognize him instantaneously, just how iconic his clothes are. It's Elmina.
Mm-hmm.
And right next to her is swag purple and red wearing Esmeralda. And she's kind of still like having a hyperventilation, trying to calm down.
There are some others here, so be careful.
Well, technically, I didn't even tell them that. I didn't even say that I put my hood back on. You guys see just a long head man. You guys can tell that it's me. It's Thorneblade without its hood. I walk towards you and say like, well, I'll be damned. I didn't know you guys can fly.
No, Thorneblade.
What the?
Yeah, it's sort of something I picked up recently, having experienced the spell from the witch.
Ah, yes. Through encounters, we have learned from our mistakes, and also this. In fact, what?
More so gained experience from speaking a witch's spell.
I'm impressed. I went ahead and scouted around here. Besides the dangerous wildlife, this is nothing much. The crater here is exerting a huge amount of, radiating heat that I couldn't even go into the center.
I see. Oh,
I could have cast gust of wind, but that will only help me temporarily.
There is a lot of heat, yeah. A lot of arcane. Whatever happened here, the weave itself reacted volatilely.
We have reason to believe that this is the last place that Reinhardt had walked amongst us.
What do you mean, Anchico? How do you know?
As far as I know, from every single conversation during our tour with the Bog Witch's lands, and Reinhardt had to go fly with his steed and win against the witch. Seeing these pillars circling around this large crater. It looked like some sort of large ritual. And remember the rift that was up in the sky? An explosion.
It's hard to forget, Chico.
I have reason to believe that the why Reinhardt's gone, and we all know that he must have perished here.
Very likely.
But I don't
Never
see
happened to him.
much
That's
of
it.
the exactly. Just I don't see his plated armor or something. So there's some glimpse, but there's lots of charred bones, skulls, hips.
I'll send in a familiar down there. I'll send in my blue jay.
For sure, the Blue Jay we would be able to go in without
The-
any harm.
The second your blue jay even slightly goes over the crater
Is it?
the crater directly, it pops from existence. It's similar to that, you know, that scene from literal Chernobyl in real life when the helicopter just collapsed. Yeah.
Fucking balls, yeah. I was gonna say.
The amount of heat just going up into the sky.
Hell yeah, Arcane Chernobyl. We have. Let me put that down my bucket list. I'm joking.
Because you have Arcane Sight, Elminor, because that black hole has been created, essentially when this weave has been dispersed, you can feel a constant pulsating, like, magical push. Out of table, it's about 2d4, basically every 6 seconds, force damage.
I would also like to tell you that while I was here for quite a while, a few hours, but I did see from a corner of my eye, in the people. They were very wary of me, but and I just gestured my right arm was like the cloth, that white cloth. I presume that they might have seen my white cloth showing that I have mean no harm and left. But beware of them. Right, besides that,
The old man mentioned that the natives are here.
yes. So, can you come up with a plan? And also, I'm sorry for your blue jay.
No, it's fine. It's simple familiar. I'll just resummon it later.
You know, I never really get to tell what kind of mental state they have. Anyways, if we're not able to go in with any conventional means, let's see if we can throw any material that can withstand the heat, and we can use it as a hook and grab things from there.
Not exactly a lot of creatures that are heat resistant, so to speak, that I'm aware of currently.
Unless I can cast absorb elements, but for a whole minute, going in and back.
Can you, Chico, create fire resistance? No.
Me, I cannot.
I don't have the components for a potion. Last time I've been to Avernus was years now, so yeah, it's not gonna come out too well. Okay.
Either we wait for a storm to come and hit to cool down this crater, or we come back with proper gear, fire resistant potions, protections that we can wear.
Already
But
had this
again,
storm. Last night we had some light rain.
that is true.
I can only imagine how hot this was 2 nights ago. Okay.
Because molten lava. Sorry. In fact, actually, technically,
Give me your rope.
I was about to say, here's my government issued rope. Strahd issued rope here.
She takes her 50 foot, your 50 foot. She ties it together. She throws it down, and it reaches to like the bottom of that the crater with like about 20-foot spare. Okay, that's quite deep.
I'm surprised that the rope doesn't catch on fire.
Oh no, it's smoldering. You notice it immediately.
It's smoldering.
Like a
Holy
light,
shit.
like light grey smoke is rising from it. That is hot. But we can get down there. She starts pulling back the rope. Okay.
Of course we can. Elman is going to start making his way forward.
Yeah.
And as I do,
yeah.
I'm going to use Ray of Frost.
As you just keep going.
So just beam ice. Yeah.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. But the box skin would not work, right?
Just before you go down there, she like tries to wrap some rope around you, so we can pull you back out just in case, eh?
Very well.
Yeah, she ties a quick rope knot around your waist. Right. Good luck to you, wizard. Right, come on, Thorneblade, hold this, Chico. Come on, amigo.
I'm already holding it.
And the two of you
Holding
kind of
on.
let Almanos slowly descend, almost like ice skating to the side of the pit. You reach quite quickly the heartland. I will say, though you're not taking any fire damage, you are constantly taking force damage as you keep going.
As he's going, can Elmanor also try to repair the weave to the best of his abilities?
Yes, I'll allow it, but it's a DC 20 Arcana, quite a high, hard challenge.
Magic.
Okay. You realize that it would take literal days and a ritual to even probably pull it all back together. But what you can try to do is try to close some of the open wounds. And you do. You start weaving the lines back together, creating almost like a parallel spinning return. And almost like touching two electrical wires, you start closing off the wounds. And the damage and that you keep taking slowly descends until you take no damage at all. That is only 7 and a 6, so 13. And as you spend the next few minutes kind of closing up each wound, and you sit at the bottom of this fire pit, looking around.
I'll take a swig of my water skin.
So 48 heal. Yeah, you're fine. You heal your wounds, you look around, you watch the ice behind you kind of steaming away like it's a sauna and disintegrate. But you're here for now, and there is a shining white mace that you remember Reinhardt was wielding at one point. There's also a steel wooden tower shield on the other next to it, but there's no metal armor of any kind. And most of the bodies that are here, they seem to be too small for Reinhardt because of his build.
Just slowly I skate my way over there. You know in The Incredibles, Frozone.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
You run around, casting ice everywhere, and you slide around this pit. You can pick up the mace if you like, you can pick up the shield. Most of the bodies, when you get closer, you realize they have a lot of furs on them. You assume probably mostly tribal warriors that were slain or charmed closer to the circle. Past that, there's also random, like, tattered pieces of random cloth and wool that could have been just villages of someone dragged from the pits. But overall, you don't see any other real major magical items in the area. This was a sacred place, not to be desecrated.
Whatever happened then? Really fucking everything up. Very well. And I'll mage hand the mace over to me.
Well, it, like a lightsaber flies back into your hand. It's a bit hot, but not boiling. It is a moonlight mace.
Just stares at it for a moment. Remembers that he's the one that told Reinhardt he had to do this.
Yeah.
Be damned.
You okay there?
Yep. Everything's fine.
As I see him smoldering.
I'll be making my way up soon. Is there anything else down here that I can see scanning the ball of this crater?
You have 20 passive perception. There's also an iron ring about 100 feet away from you. But it's turned like orange.
Good iron rings. Fucking end's gonna come out.
And I help him detect things by like seeing from afar and like
Yeah, I'll allow a perception check from you as well. There's some other items based on the Wildman.
an
Okay.
11.
With that 11, sadly, you don't see anything. It's just constant smoldering black mist is blocking you and smog blocking your way.
If I did actually just like, you know I would have said it. You missed a spot. Sorry. Continue.
But as to you noticed and you can magic hand yourself the hot orange ring to yourself, and then
Slide over there.
yeah, you slide over, kind of cast ice on the ring
Wow.
itself and hold it down. It looks like a standard iron ring. You don't see any magical purpose from it, but then you quite quickly realize there's like, give or take, because you have very high passive perception, about 5 iron axes, 2 more iron rings you can notice. There is a surviving single steel spear, and there is also an iron shield that remains, a kiting shield.
None of it's magical, right?
Sadly not. These were Wildman's equipment.
I'll just ray of frost all of that entire thing. So to create like a massive, like an ice cube over it, to cool it all down and such, and then I'll make my way back up.
Fair enough. Yeah, Esmeralda and Thorneblade help you like pull you up this kind of steep last 10 foot out of this ditch.
Oh, it's surprisingly light. Sorry.
He is only 18. And they kind of pull you out of the hole. Okay, Chico, you're alive. Good.
Yep. I found the mace. Left the shield behind, it looked too heavy.
Fair enough. Anything else? I mean, it's a good memento for us to remember Reinhardt by, or maybe even bury him somewhere where remains.
I was thinking, as for anything else, there's this iron ring. Pretty sure it belonged to the natives here. And it was buried down there with a bunch of other iron equipment that I can only assume they buried there on the dead with.
It could be
It would be a
also
good
on their
gesture
way
to
there.
give it back to the natives. The ring, of course. The mace is a memento, and as Esmeralda said, I feel like we should bury it. None of us able to wield a mace like Reinhardt.
That's true. Though as long as I should also be killed if we're just gonna bury his weapons. Give me a moment. I'll go down there and I'll try to pick up the shield.
Roll me a athletic strength check. It's a pretty heavy shield. Yeah, you pick it up, you lift it, you kind of like almost stumble backwards, like carrying a fridge or something. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah, okay. This I can feel that this is a tower shield, because you look down and if you plonked it down into the ground, you realize like up to your neck it covers you. It's like one of those Roman shields. It's just massive. But yeah, you drag it out of the pit. It's surprisingly held together, minus the fact that the outer layer has turned pitch black from the soot.
Make my way out again. Whoever can carry this, do that.
Thorneblade, be a man.
Don't worry, I'm already on it. As I basically like trying to basically. Do we even have another shovel?
We don't have a shovel. But
let's not bury them here. Surely this land would be miserable.
It really is. Yes. All right then.
we could probably bury him anywhere else. There's plenty of graveyards around. Or if we want, we can try to get him out of Barovia and bury him back in Faerun. I know it sounds crazy to you, Thorneblade, but there is a place beyond this pocket dimension.
I was told about tales about that from my parents before their demise.
I think we should bury him.
And I actually really want to go outside.
Where was he born? Does anyone remember? He said in a little village.
North of here, yeah.
North of here, yes.
Okay. What does he mean
It didn't say
crest?
the village. It did say north. No, further north. I believe further
Further
north.
north.
There's
Little
only-
further north of Barovia.
Oh,
I don't know how he made his way in here.
wait, a village north of Barovia. Does he mean Orasnu?
Perhaps. I do not know. He never told us the name.
Oh, Thorneblade, you lucky boy. We might just head east, Chico, like you wanted.
Yeah, there's gonna be some things we need to do either way in the meantime. Well, Thorneblade, I suppose we're both a bit early, so I think we should both make our way back to the winery.
Is that the rest of them all?
Yeah,
They're at the winery.
yeah, they're
Alright.
catching up. Remember, Odo is the nephew of, Adrian. So, you know, they have stuff to catch up on. Besides, Chico,
Good.
you said you're heading to Valati. Now you're here in less than half a day. Are you... I'm going to roll an insight check.
Oh, yeah.
Natural 20 plus 8.
Do you see me like as if I'm you see me transparently of who I am? I am a hunter. I've known these woods for most of my life, right? I can traverse the woods as fast as possible, and I know shortcuts. Yes,
She looks at you.
I didn't say that. That's what you believe.
Yeah, with a natural 20, she looks at you.
Yeah.
You're lying to me. You did not go to Valati. Where did you go?
I told you I'm going to the woods. I'm going to the Svatic woods.
There's something you're not
Truthfully,
telling
by the way.
There's something you're not telling me, but I'm not gonna push you. Clearly, you don't want to talk about it. But there was something in those woods. I thought you were heading
Yes.
to Valaki.
Let's just say that I have my own personal canopy in the woods.
Hey, we all have our own skeletons. Who am I to judge? My father is my skeleton. If I ever meet him. If we ever meet
Yeah,
Van
man.
Richten, I swear to God, Chicos, if we ever meet Van Richten, I'm gonna slap him. That is the first thing I'm going to do.
And who is this Van Richten?
My father, we're not paying attention.
So
Yes,
goddamn
but exactly who besides the
it's a
name
snake
and
oil
what he-
salesman.
snake oil salesman. Huh.
Yep,
See.
no offense.
How could you possibly call one of the greatest monster hunters of all time a snake oil merchant?
Oh, he's a hunter as well. I see.
Stares out.
She stares right back.
Van Richten,
Yeah,
greatest monster hunter.
yeah. He trained me and raised me. His reputation precedes everyone.
What a joke.
You're trying to tell me you never heard of Van Richten?
No, of course I've heard of him. He's,
But
like
you-
I said, a snake oil salesman, a scammer, traveling fraudulent charlatan.
I won't judge until I see
the
this man
tales of Van
myself.
Richten in Cormier.
Ugh.
I feel like as if Emina, I feel like you have some sort of animosity to this Van Richten fellow, and that's your
Not
father
me
who's also a
personally,
hunter.
but
All I know is the fact that I never met the man. I can't judge.
from experience of being raised with our minister.
El Minister. Is that your father's name? El Minister?
He's
No,
T-shirt.
it's my grandfather's name, Elminster.
Look,
Ah,
at the end of the day, Dr. Van Richten is no snake sales merchant. He's the greatest Chico ever to walk this earth.
doctor.
Yes, he's also a professional academic. I guarantee smarter than Elmin over here.
So he's a physician and also a hunter.
Yes.
Hmm.
He saved my life. He saved many people's lives. He hunts vampires, werewolves, monstrosities, and when he can, he tries to cure them.
So that's how you got your knowledge to go against vampires. I see.
Well, he did train me. I'm not as good as him, but he is amazing. And
If
and
he truly was that good, just turns around and points at all of Barovia. What's this?
well, Barovia is different, okay? You can't deny that we're in a tiny pocket dimension. This is a bit above his pay grade, my pay grade.
Right.
Besides, I don't know who... Chico, I don't know who hired him, but whoever hired him, this job was a suicide task. Clearly they're trying to... I would not be surprised if it was a great-grandpa trying to disprove how great my father was.
Grandfather, my great grandfather has been dead for over 1,500 years.
Yeah,
I believe that everything outside of Barovia and Faerun has a lot of family politics that I couldn't
there's
understand.
no family politics here. But from what I'm hearing, my father is being disgraced, El Chico. He's being insulted. Look at this.
Adopted father.
Watch your tongue. He was good.
Do not give in to your anger.
He
Who says otherwise, but nevertheless, we can talk
I-
about that later.
don't want to talk about that. Is slander. I don't even believe that is his handwriting.
It looks like it. Either way, we need to make our way back before we continue this out here, and we invite guests. I say, and I look around.
Yeah, there's more and more growing eyes with war paint.
Yeah,
We're
let's leave.
outnumbered. Yeah. Okay.
I'll just- I'll take a step forward.
Mhm.
I'll lift the iron coin. Well,
Mhm.
not the iron coin, the iron ring. And I'll
Yeah.
place it on the ground. And I'll mount back up on my horse and start riding outward.
Thorneblade, how good are you
Oh,
on
come
your
on
feet?
then.
I believe I do not have any steeds, so either I mount towards you or I just walk it.
Get on the horse. I can outpace this horse if I want to.
All right then. I go on the horse. There we go.
You
Oh,
watch,
really?
you watch her cast some kind of spell, and her legs start glowing green. See back at the winery, and she dashes 150 foot per second, per 6 seconds.
I cast haste.
Yeah, well now you can outpace her, obviously.
360 feet a second.
You watch Esmeralda like outpacing you to start with. She runs past into the woodlands, and then on your horse within like a few seconds, and you ride way past her, and she's like taken back. Pikachu's surprise face, like what? And yeah, she tries to catch up with you, but she never could.
Y'all ever saw the movie Barovia Drift? It's a great racing movie.
You make it within literally minutes to the winery. But meanwhile, John was gonna sleep. But Odo, are you here with us?
Davis!
What?
Hello. Yes, it's back to you, son. Fantastic. Okay, so Odo, you, Murrow,
How are we getting mugged? Sorry.
you and Murrow are sitting with Adrian, and he kind of sits opposite you. Right, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to catch up with you, cousin. But I've spoken with my father. We have our task cut out for us. So we're going to make our way to the Night Mother. We've got a stone to return. You and your companions, do you know where you're heading?
We do. We do.
May I inquire where, cousin?
If I remember what it's called, I will tell you, but it begins with a T.
You're heading to Teufeldorf.
That's right, yeah, we're chasing after. Oh, chasing. We're going after Vladmir. He told us to follow him.
Well, I'll be damned. No one's,
Impossible.
no one's heard of anything from Teufeldorf in weeks, months even. It's like the city's on lockdown or something. But hey, I wish you good fortune.
Oh, if the city's on lockdown, then I guess a party of adventurers can find out why.
You'll be fine, cousin. Like I said, I'll be heading first north with my father. We need to return the gemstone, and then we need to head east. We'll probably.
Are you going to see your brother?
Aye, Irvin. It's about time we made up. Well, me and Irvin are fine. But Pop's here. He's still furious with him. And you can hear spittle across the other side of the room as he's packing his bag.
I'm the whisper. When is he not?
Touche, my friend. Look, Odo, you remember your mission, right? That hag hasn't completely destroyed your brain, has she?
No, I remember.
Fantastic. So, here's your task. And he makes sure that no one's listening in, closes the door, comes back to you. Right, listen, Odo, Moral. These compatriots of yours might be the best shot we have to take down that tyrant. So I put my full trust in you. I need you to assist them, but also need you to keep an eye on them. Especially if they risk the feints, yeah?
Yeah. If anyone I do believe is a risk, would be the wizard.
Well, then my dear cousin, I expect you to kill him. Muro, that goes for you too. It will be done. Good. If you need our assistance, we'll catch you on the other side. And Muro, you might want to wear a glove. You're giving us away. Yeah, sorry. And she does, she starts putting on gloves. Excellent. And here's an eye patch. You won't need one soon, but just in case. Right. After we return the stone, we're going to go and seek out the Seeker herself. Last we heard, she was hiding in the Far East. I believe she might have made camp with the Vistani. Odo.
Alright. Do you have provisions and everything that you need?
We'll be fine, don't worry. We've been preparing for this for years. War's upon us, my dear brother. You might be from my uncles, but to me you're like kin. Closest kin.
Well, that's because we are kin.
No. You're a cousin, not a brother. But I view you as one the same. Tell you what.
That's still kin.
You're a sub-branch of us Martikovs.
Anyway, not gonna argue over this. I'm gonna stay. So, what's the plan? Everyone's leaving now, right?
We'll probably depart in 2 days' time or so, yeah. We need to head. Return the gem, find out where the Seeker is, figure out what's going on in the rest of the Barovia. We'll rally the werewolves around us, and we'll make our way to Valaki. A great confrontation is coming, I assume in the next coming weeks. If you need our assistance, we'll be shortly with you. But, like I said, it's about time. The Fanes are returning. This is a good sign for the first time in a few decades.
That's a good sign. How many gemstones do we need now?
Just one. And we know where
Just
he
one.
is. Immel. Argenvost. How far he's fallen. Can I trust you to kill a dragon for me, Odo?
You know what?
A dragon?
A dragon.
Yeah. Argenvost.
Right. Okay. let me tell you something. I don't know if you realize, but I'm not exactly a fighter
You need not be.
or a wizard.
You have a wizard. Just keep him alive.
I can do that if he doesn't run away from me.
Fantastic. You also have a frontline fighter. Keep him alive. He'll do work for you.
You know what? I have a feeling with this party, I will need diamond dust.
Well, luckily for you, we can probably spare that. He gets towards his mother's jewellery box, brings it forward, opens the satchel. Here, grind this down. And he gives
Wait,
you
really?
and he gives you a small silver jewellery diamond. We won't need these, worthless anyway. He gives you golden necklace. And here, for your stupid spells, he gives you 2 quick emeralds. Use them wisely. Closes the jewellery box, starts packing it. This place will be abandoned before long. It's worthless to us now.
Yeah, alright, sure. I'll use it properly. Thank you, cousin.
It's fine. Gods. We're so close, we might just escape Barovia. What an absolute cursed place. My children might actually see the sun, whatever that is.
But you don't have children.
He does, our table. Claudio and Martin.
It doesn't.
Have you not met Stefania, my wife? No, of course not. Oh, sorry. You haven't visited us in a while. Yes, she's been visiting Irvin once in a while for trade. Claudio and Martikov are on their way to probably they're making their way back to the winery, if I have to be brutally honest with you.
I guess they can take care of it. They can take care of the winery while you're gone.
Could, yeah, they could. But there's not going to be any more plants to grow. This was going to be our last harvest. Father's made a decision. We're going to execute on it.
But what if we get the gemstone back?
Well, you know what to do with it, Odo. Take it to the seer, wherever she is. Return it to her fane. It's at the waterfall. Have you forgotten?
No, I have not.
Oh, no. Then that's the case.
It's a part of who we are.
Exactly. So, that's your task. Elminor gets in the way, you kill him. Same for John, Thorneblade, no one stands in the way. And more importantly, that gemstone needs to go back to the fane. We're going to do our bit. It's your job.
Alright. Fine.
And hopefully with the 3 fanes, their gemstones returned. Well, hopefully we can do the ritual. I'll meet you at Soldov. If worst case scenario in the mountains, where it all began. If we can unbind it, Strahd might become vulnerable. And that's something we haven't had in, well, since he became that monstrosity.
Well, then, our objective is clear. We know what to do.
Gather some more allies if you can on your journey to Immel. Do you even have any people who can support you? I mean, you have a pretty strong band here, but it's dragging.
I don't. But they probably do.
I hope so. You'll need some serious help. And you might want to talk to John. He seems shaken.
Right, I will. Alright,
Here.
so. What's he doing?
He's giving you a black raven whistle. If you're ever in need, just blow on that whistle and we should be there within less than an hour.
Okay, right. Well, you can teleport.
No. Teleportation is almost near impossible in this demi-plane. But I'll make sure to find my way and fly over or run over or ride over or whatever is needed. Most people can't even hear it, but we should, as long as you're within 1,000 feet and not miles away.
Of course. All right. Well, thank you.
Travel safe, cousin.
I'll try not to use it so sparingly.
And Murrow, kind of like pets her hair. Watch your older brother. Make sure he doesn't die out there. I will. Don't worry. I almost got my eye back. Yeah, almost. You need some serious healing. God helps you, both of you. And he goes back to packing with Adrian. Sorry, with Davian. Well, brother.
Well,
We're not.
let's go
Speak
check
with
on John first.
Speak with John.
BRB.
And let's make our way, I guess, towards Immel. That or gather some more allies. Unless they have a different idea when they return. In that moment, Odo, you lead the way, Murrow kind of following you. You step into the guest room and you find John kind of sitting on the bed, his legs kind of kicking, his head just completely down, facing towards the floor. He seems to be reminiscing or in deep thought. But otherwise, he seems to be aware of his surroundings, just not reacting.
John, how you doing?
Clevy? He's muted. No. Oh, hello. Yeah,
My bad, I'm still just slumped. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Odo just came back and said, John, how are you doing? Him and Murrow are checking on you.
I'm fine.
Just fine.
Just fine. Did you know that we could die at any point and there is nothing you or I or Elminar or the Thorneblade can do about it?
I'm aware. But let me show you something, John.
We know.
And I'm gonna pull out the diamonds.
I'm gonna look at it. I'll put my head back down and go, okay, you have a diamond. So?
I'm a cleric that is in possession of 8 diamonds. Do you know what that means, John?
I'll make an inside check. But I have no clue about anything related to clerics apart from potential healers.
With a 19, he's probably trying to incite that he can resurrect people.
Okay, so you have a spell component. That means what?
A spell component and the ability to bring back the dead. I can
I'm
save
very
you some
much-
time. And
At least I think it was 2 days. Sorry to cut you off. I think for 2 days I'm wallowing, right?
Yeah, one more day, yeah.
So the next long rest I should be fine. As he's talking, can I get up? And Dev, you obviously say what you're gonna say.
yeah, I'm gonna say You have a member of the party now that can actually bring anyone back from the dead. So in a way, there's no need to fear it.
Can I take the diamond out of his hands? Will he allow me, or
I was gonna say.
I mean, what are your intentions with it? Can I roll an insight check?
Of course you can.
got that?
28. 28.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
Natural 20, yeah.
That's the second natural 20 for insight this session. Nice.
What would I say? I know what I want to do. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to word it. You can clearly see that John is trying to maybe. Yeah, that's the best way. But John is trying to use it to prove a point.
Sure. I hand over to you.
I'm gonna open the window. I'm a sleight of hand and pretend to throw it out.
Nice.
I'm gonna get up.
That probably doesn't beat his perception, anyways.
Doesn't beat Moral's passive perception.
Oh, mine.
Yeah, well, I don't know. 13 shouldn't be beat. Do you want to give me inspiration?
Shut up, bro. You need guidance.
I know, that is with guidance. I rolled a 6.
What?
Yeah, Moral and Odo both look at you bewildered. I understand the point you're trying to make, John, but you know, we still have resources. That's what he's trying to say. At least one person could potentially be brought back. At least one.
Listen, when I die, I go to nothing. When you die, everybody goes to nothing because you can't bring anyone back if you're dead. And if Elminar dies, then you can't bring Thorneblade back because you've brought Elminar.
Then, how about we start a position? What if we at the party buy diamonds? Or somehow steal diamonds or find diamonds?
Well, then
diamonds any sort now.
Well, the big
Stealing
risk then becomes you.
diamonds. Stealing diamonds has nothing to do with our objective. I won't resort to. I won't go out of my way to do petty crime for no reason. Believe it or not, I'm one of the more capable fighters of the group. And I realize that people's stupidity and just magic flying around out of control can mean I die for nothing. Doesn't matter who I fight, how well I fight, one spell almost cost me everything.
John, last question.
Go for it. And I'm gonna give him the diamond. I'm gonna go back to the bed.
Yeah.
And just hang my head down again. What'd you say?
Do you bleed?
Don't actually know. We never. I probably do because I have very good physiology, but
You do.
Now,
I
you
do.
say you're not of this world, you're a construct. Then, if you're a construct, then you wouldn't bleed.
Unfortunately, you are more wrong than you could think. I am made of complex magic. Whatever Elminar can do, imagine more.
You're made of complex magic. So who's to say that you actually haven't got physical life?
What if you do have a spirit or a soul? The fact that you're
I am-
behaving like this shows you have sentient thoughts.
I am one bad decision away from being unsummoned. As soon as my master thinks that I'm not helping his brother anymore, there is no more purpose for me to be here. I
If
haven't
you're
been
more-
in contact with him.
If your master is so powerful, you say, you think he doesn't know his brother's already dead?
No, because there's no limit. There's no contact with the outside world here.
The barrier's been weakened, hasn't it? During the maelstrom.
I don't have a way to talk to him anymore.
Right, you may not, but has anyone else in the party had the way to contact someone from that side?
Well, Elminar can't scry. The last mage who could help with that is dead. So no.
Right.
I have to fend for myself to get out of here. So I can tell him in person because there is no other way.
Look, I'm sure it's fine.
Well, I'm glad you're confident. However, if it was as easy as that, you would never be missing an arm.
I don't see a missing arm anymore. Do you?
I'm gonna look up. Has his arm somehow found its way back to him?
Since the battle with the hag, yes, the left hand where his shield is kind of been used on his forearm has somehow regrown into its full size.
Miracles do happen, John.
I'm gonna stand up and start looking at his hand. Physically looking, touching as well. And then I'm gonna look at her. So does that mean your eye is going back?
She kind of lifts her eye patch, and her eye is still devoured, and it's just a hole. I fear not, John. I need a different kind of miracle.
Well, the miracles are selected with who they bless them. Remember that when everyone else left or failed, I tried to help you. And that didn't do anything.
That's not true, John. You showed me that, you know what? You know, what you showed me that day is that you cared. And I've saw many heroes come and go and die in my life. And it's been a very short life, John. But this party, this group, I believe, okay? And I believe because of what you did. And you tell me you're not a person, you tell me you're a construct, but by God, above you, sir, have more morals than most people I've encountered in this cursed land that I call this valley. And then she pulls off her gloves, and you see her entire hand is also regrown. I'm still waiting on my miracle. And John, you can be my miracle.
I closed my distance.
Oh, what was the last thing you heard?
Done more than anyone in this accursed land. Blah blah blah. Cut off.
Yeah, cursed, and she said, you could be my hope. And she pulls off her glove on one of her fingers, and then holding on one of her fingers, and you see that her fingers on her left hand that has been devoured by the Baba Yaga has also regrown. Now, my brother is not that powerful to regenerate all of her wounds, right? Her entire missing eye is too much. But, given time, we will find a miracle. I'll drink a potion. I will find an eye and replace it. Yeah, and she lowers her eye patch. But we smile on, right? We fight on. Come on, John. I'm starting to believe because of what you did. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself now.
Right.
I'm just thinking.
Our next mission, as Oda could tell you, is more insane than it sounds. After Argangos, where we're just going to basically pick up a quick gift and maybe loot. I assume we're going to loot, right? But we are going to pillage that Baba Yaga hut, I assume, right? Come on, I want to burn it to the ground at least. After that, as far as I'm concerned, Oda, you said we're heading to Tufeldorf? Odo? Brother, don't phase out on me. Odo! He's blanked again. A shame. It happens. Point is, we're probably heading to Tufeldorf. We have a dragon to kill. And we're gonna get the last gemstone back. That is the closest we have gotten in decades. And if my uncle's to be believed, his great-grandfather is the last person to see sunlight. Can you believe that? Almost 7 generations of people have not seen the sun. I can't even picture the sun until yesterday, when I saw the Fae cast this magical light or ball above her, and for the first time ever, I saw it. And I believed. And yeah, okay, I got zapped by a lightning bolt. You got zapped with the same stupid lightning bolt. We almost all went down. But you know what, John? We're still here. Odo brought me back. Esmeralda got brought back. You got regenerated. We gotta fight on.
We'll see. That's all I can say. We'll see.
All the same, I owe you at least a favor after what you've done in the swamp for me. So if you need me to do something, I promise you I'll get it done. At least one. Which reminds me, do you have any help for us in fighting this dragon?
Now,
Not now, but in a few days. Can you call on anyone? We need to gather all the allies we can. This could be the hardest fight I can imagine.
you plan on fighting the dragon now.
In a few days, yeah. We're heading east, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm not dooming them. Not for this.
Okay, well, hopefully you'll reconsider.
No, because if you go and fight that dragon, you will die. And if I send them to their death, then that hinders my job. It's not a reasonable fight for me to request help from.
John, what happened?
You must be dumb.
No, I'm not dumb. Literally, last night before the full moon, you were fearless. And today, you are not the same rabbit I first met. You are scared and a half the person I knew. What happened?
I'm gonna stand up again, look at her and go, you can leave the room or I will be leaving this place.
As you want.
You're
Alright.
first.
Let's leave, yeah. John, we will see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's fine. Go on. I'm right behind you, brother. Go. And if you walk out, although she does follow.
I will go and close the door behind them and then go and hang my head down again.
Fair enough.
Stupid idiot. What does she know anyway?
Odo, you and Muro are kind of in the hallway again, and you watch Muro look towards you. Was that harsh?
Well, we'll check with John tomorrow. Right now, best we can do is just rest, relax, get some sleep, and then we'll make our way down to meet the rest of them.
What does make our way to the rest of them even imply?
Or we'll catch up with others because they're leaving ahead of us. They're leaving ahead of us, or rather, they have that.
I thought they said they're coming back. I'm not mistaken, am I?
Are they coming back?
I thought so. We all agreed we're gonna spend the night here.
Right. No, if they come back, then they come back.
Okay. We march on.
I didn't see a reason for them to come back, but hey, if they come back, then
Us, Odo, and she kind of like puts her finger on your temple. We're the reason. Can't just abandon half your party, can you?
no, cannot.
Right. Go prepare for tomorrow. I'll go make some new arrows. Do you need any?
No, I don't. Thank you.
Okay. Go sharpen your weapons. And clean your
Oh,
boots.
yeah, I'm gonna clean everything. I'm just gonna crush this diamond as well.
Prepare as much as you can. I don't know if the next time we're gonna have this much time to prepare again.
Yeah, it'll be a while, won't it?
Well, I mean, if we are going east, Thorneblade's gonna be pleased, but by the gods above, it's gonna be a death march, I tell you. I expect trouble. A lot of trouble.
Too much.
It's on the other side of the valley. I just hope we know where we're stepping in, Big Brother. That's all, okay? She seems to almost like
Well, we don't,
lose color.
but we'll be fine. I know. At least the both of us will definitely be fine.
We'll see. Night. And she heads to a different guest room. What would you do, Odo?
I'm gonna prepare some crush diamonds, prepare any ingredients I need,
Fair enough.
and then I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah, as you crush the diamonds, whetstone your blades, eventually Elminar, Thorneblade, and Esmeralda, you come back as well to the winery and do your own preparations. Elminar, I will say you walk in with Thorneblade into a house being basically ransacked as Irvin and Adrian are like packing their belongings and stuff that they want to carry with them into the sacks. They seem to be preparing to leave. But
Mere Industrials, the fastest in all the lands. What the hell is happening here?
You guys planning to evacuate? Is there going to be another attack in this building?
oh, welcome back. Yeah, your compatriots, they're just preparing. My cousin, and they're just doing some prep work upstairs in the various workshops. As to us, we are departing soon. Yeah, not another attack per se. That would be ridiculous. But this place will be abandoned before, I assume, the next moon. That's for sure.
Abandoned, huh?
Well, yeah, we're heading
What's
to the...
truly going on around here?
Well, I told you, we're heading to my brother, Blue Water Inn, in Valaki. Valaki has walls, it has a population, and more importantly, we have deeds to settle.
That's the first I'm hearing it. I think everybody else was involved, not me.
Well, my
Probably
apologies.
we had that conversation when I went down to the crater.
My sincerest
I believe
apologies.
we're going to be making our way that way anyways.
Well,
Then we can do a transport job with you. We can
uh,
be our own.
I would offer to take your caravan, but the problem we're having is that we're having to make a quick pilgrimage to the Night Mother, and return what's hers. That's step 1. And step 2 is Valaki. We will probably take the caravan from Kresk and make our way there.
Yeah, that one. I'll help you with.
And besides, Odo mentioned you're heading to Tuffeldorf, so our paths completely diverge.
Toothwolf.
Oh yeah, far south from here. On the other side of the mountains of Gales.
It's the first I'm hearing of it.
That's what he said.
Curious, very well. Maybe he has something to do down there. Anyways, I shall not keep you any longer. I see you have packing to do.
Indeed. The rest of your compatriots are just preparing themselves upstairs for tomorrow. You guys have a long journey ahead of you, whatever you're planning. Here. You pulls out a key. This is the key to the winery. One of you please take it. Use it whenever. It's a spare key.
Mage hand. I give it to Thorneblade.
Next time you might return here, we'll probably be already gone, and this place will be abandoned, at least temporarily. I wish you good fortune all the same. And
so I take this thing.
It's an iron. It's an iron key. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going. Yeah. Of course, it's a key. But like, ooh. I'll see if I can. I'll put him in my pocket for now. Trying to be sure to secure it. There.
Should anything happen, I doubt I will live long enough to return to use it. In hopes that Thorneblade knows this valley well enough to make his way back here, should anything happen. Speaking of which, Thorneblade.
Yes.
That other key that I gave you.
Yes.
Could I have it for a moment?
I give back the key that we got from the lake.
Clean it a little bit.
Sorry,
reach out my arm. No, you didn't.
Okay.
And I pull out the tome of Strahd.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Does the key fit into the lock?
Perfectly. Slides in like it was designed for it.
Right. I pull it out. I don't unlock it. And I hand the key back to Thorneblade and just go, take good care of that.
And I do. I basically put them both back in my backpack. Security.
Right then, where's the others?
In the game, you don't know what that is.
Make our way through the manor.
You find John sitting, kind of still reminiscing on the bed. You find Murrow and Odo. They seem to be working together, breaking down seems some kind of jewelry into various fragments and golden chinks. And you find... I'm just thinking, what were you missing? No, that's everyone, right? Yeah. Esmeralda also stumbles to her workshop. She seems to be preparing potions, cooking something in the kitchen.
Right then, what have you lot been up to? You just returned from seeing Reinhardt's seeming falling place.
Nothing much, just relaxing a little bit. God, that was such a... Actually, a really draining battle.
Dude. Elmina's gonna put the mace on the table. We were able to recover a couple things, but Reinhardt's body wasn't there.
Would
John,
you
you're
help
really
him?
interested in that. His mace and shield. We intend on burying them somewhere. Somewhere we think he would enjoy it.
That's all right. Can I see his stuff?
Of course. Dig in, Chico.
So this is what Reinhardt carried with him.
Yeah, you pick up a steel mace that like you can feel the radiation, the aura of magic around it. It seems like an item you could potentially attune to, but in itself it has like a faint golden glow, and the shield itself is like a Roman legionnaire gigantic tower shield made out of steel and wood. This seems to have extra protection on it of some kind. You can't tell what, but it has like an emblem painted at the front. That seems to be magical in nature.
His gear is powerful, especially this mace.
Yeah, the Mace of Moonlight allows him to generate a field of light around him.
And he causes radiant damage to the undead. Quite a powerful mace indeed.
I remember when I had to identify it for him.
I've heard of it.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I can't cast Identify.
So how the fuck do you know what the Mace does?
I've heard of it. As a priest of this land, I have heard of it. How do you think I knew what the waters of Saint Markovia do, huh?
That one falls under your jurisdiction, sure. Magic Mace.
Magic mace with holy.
Yeah. It's like saying you should know every holy artifact in the land, bruv. Not to mention this is a Selûnite weapon, not a Lathanderite weapon.
Also,
Priest.
the pendant that you have on you. Yeah?
Which pendant?
Amulet or whatever.
Which amulet? I have multiple.
Yeah. That one says you're a pendant.
Big ballin'.
Just balling.
Yeah, you wanna know what calls you a bellend? The fact that you're missing a fucking hand. You fist above.
Alright.
You got a stump.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Do you have any diamonds on you or not?
Do I have any diamonds on me? No, I have rubies, emeralds, and every
that will
other
do.
gem in between.
Do you want to crush it with me or not?
For what?
Magic
Dust.
I'd rather keep it raw right now, just in case I need to sell it for quick money.
Talking of money, Thorneblade, did you not have to cast something that was golden?
Casting the gilded acorn.
Ugh. Such a thing will require a craftsman, an actual craftsman. You can't just dip an acorn into gold.
I understand that. I need to go and get enough resources and go to a forge. In fact, a portable forge would be very handy, but you don't have the equipment. It's just a fort.
Where's the nearest forge? It would be either Valaki or Zeidenberg, right?
Normally,
Vladmir,
for you, my friend, 700.
From a conversation I had when I first met you earlier, and we all know that Zeidenberg is long lost. Valaki is basically a place we can go to.
There's still life in Heidelberg, it's just barely any.
It's not the
Be
same.
some
as
time until it repopulates.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. What happened to that town? Disgusting.
I don't understand what happened there. But
Cities come and go.
go to Zeidenberg, still sees the scammer blacksmith still alive. uh, yeah. I mean, Zeidenberg is still close by, but I feel like we should all go towards the east.
We are
Venture
going to be
forth
heading
inland.
east.
Indeed.
Either east or south. Whatever Odo needs to do at Tuteldorf.
Tutordorf. We might. I was gonna say maybe go through the go around the Star Falls and the Tsar Pool as well towards Immel.
We're heading to Immel? Exactly, Chico. We're heading to Immel? Since when? En 20s? Cuento ente? What?
At the end of the journey to the other side, Immel is the furthest city or place.
Actually, we might need to end up there sooner rather than later.
By salute. Why am I here?
Either way, we need to first go to Argenvostold.
Yes, from Argensfort, and then from there we go to, I'm pretty sure, the ruins of
Berez.
Berez, and then from ruins of Berez we go around the Mount of Gaki.
Well, aren't
Yeah,
you
we can actually-
Possibly even go to the Amber Temple as well.
Well, wherever that's located. But, shit. We need some winter clothes. Do we have any winter clothes if we're gonna go past the mountains?
I think that Zeidenberg has plenty of that left.
Hey, winter clothes. No.
Well,
alright.
Let's see if I have
shit.
anything that might help us.
We could. Okay, what we could do, game plan, Argenvost, there's a gift for Odo and some of us from Vladmir. Berez, we need to burn that shack down and loot it if you want. We need to get some winter clothes. We could buy some in Valaki or Zeidenberg. But if we're going to cross those mountains and not go all the way around the mountains, then yeah. Yeah, we need some winter clothes, guys.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's crazy.
Very well. Sure, we'll find some stuff. Either way, I have a very comfortable cape for myself anyways.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Make sure not to lose it.
Magic. Either way,
It's all agreed, yeah?
let's start making our way.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. You never know, situations might change.
So on tomorrow dawn, gentlemen, we ride?
You're right.
Okay. I'll say my farewells to Uncle. I'll catch you on the other side of the... Goodness. And I think that's what we're going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to pick up you arriving at Argenvost, and from there
What's your camera?
we'll see.
Time?
We'll see. Yeah, you haven't had your camera on in sessions, you son of a gun.
My fucking god, it was closed. The cap was closed.
Just
my
literally,
God.
you can look at the bottom of your screen and see if your camera's on. Anyways, that's where we're gonna end it, gentlemen. Clevy, you obviously recover completely by tomorrow morning, and I have a whole new system for stress, fear, and etc. Right, Beautiful.